Judge, today's case is Secret Lies.
It took 3 years for these two people to bring me this one hot mess I gotta get through today. Wish me luck.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Billy Cruz and Maria Shisslak. The two of you have been together for 7 years. As you leave one another, Mr. Cruz is suing Ms. Shisslak for possession or custody of their dog, and we will talk about that momentarily. But before we do, Mr. Cruz, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this relationship and why we're here today?
Because I am here today, Judge, because she doesn't refuse to stop dancing in the pole, and I am done with that.
Oh, she's a pole dancer?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the truth today. Okay, the real truth, we're here today. Let's talk about what the fact of the matter is.
Be
quiet, it's not your turn.
Hey, what do you say we're here about
The real truth we're here today is because I don't know whether this man likes women, men, or both. I could even talk about one time.
Judge, because we're in Los Angeles,
I'm sorry.
and she thinks that every woman looks like a man.
It's my turn. I don't have any pictures with me today, Your Honor, but there's a certain pose that he sent me on my cell phone. After getting out of the gym, this is how he was posing. That's all I have to say. Even getting here today, Your Honor, our flight was at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Thank you. Our flight was at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. We ended up getting a late flight at 11 o'clock today because of him, because he was inside that bathroom texting. Yes, thank you very much. He was in there
wait a minute. We would jump for we're not sure about his sexuality. Now we know that he's chasing women.
Yes.
So.
Oh, now it's women,
keep
right?
Up with me. You got with me, Nick?
Now it's women.
All right, that's making sure he got on the boat.
Right.
Let's go back to the pole dancing. You knew she was a pole dancer when you met her, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, tell me what happened. How'd you find it out?
Because of her other friends and my other friends. And,
no,
you know,
let's
they saw her dancing.
Hush.
Thank you. And my friends came and saw her dancing. They told me, hey, I think I saw your girl dancing. Is this her? And they took pictures of her and sent them to me.
So you didn't know she was a pole dancer?
I didn't know she was a pole dancer.
How long were you together before you figured it out?
Until after the 3 years, I figured it out.
Nah.
I find that hard to believe.
Right, and I did because of my friends.
Where did you think she was going in the evening?
Well, I didn't know because she would never text me or call me maybe until the morning and stuff. So I didn't know where she was at or what she was doing. So I was just handling my business, working, and that's all I was doing. So I didn't really worry about it.
I've had a 2-year-old make up a better.
Thank you. Thank you.
He said, not me.
Thank you. On my birthday, Your Honor, even on my birthday, he was flirting with my friends on my birthday.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
Stop.
With my best friend. This is something that he does. He likes to lie.
When you say flirting, what do you mean?
I have proof that he was flirting because he was with one of my particular friends, which is my best friend, and he had her on his lap that day. On his lap.
Did you have a friend of hers on your lap?
Not even. Only because, you know, I have a better conversation with human beings that actually like to talk about politics, comic books, and certain things that I can't even talk to her because she not interested in none of those things. And only because I'm nice don't mean I'm flirting.
Oh, but was she on your lap, though?
No, she was not on my lap.
She was on his lap.
She's already inventing other stuff.
She was on his lap. There's even pictures to prove that.
I haven't seen them.
Yes. There's pictures to prove that he was on that day.
Where are they? I don't see them. Where are they?
Even getting here, like I said, even getting here. You know, we were late because of him.
Hang on.
We were late because of him last night, you know? We could have got here early, but because of him, he was in that bathroom.
And you think he was texting women?
Yes, he was.
You weren't... You think he's texting women, but you have concerns about his sexuality.
I do, because the man don't even touch me. The man does not even touch me. He don't even let me go on him. That's how bad it is.
And I'm tired. I'm putting all this hours.
He don't even let me go on him. The man don't even let me go on him. Thank you very much.
I work 24 hours a day.
What's that got to do with anything?
I'm tired, Judge.
Thank you.
I'm almost scared to ask anything. here jumping out with this, that, and the other thing. And my understanding is one of the reasons that you believe that he may be interested in both men and women is that he has sex with transgender or I don't understand what you're talking about.
Your Honor, he confessed to me that
Never
he
confessed
had.
that.
I'm sorry, it's
I
my
had
turn.
never
It's my
confessed none of
turn.
that.
He confessed to me that he had been with a transgender, and I don't have a problem, Your Honor, with transgender. I have friends who are gay and everything, but I personally do not. I want a man, you know, and I want to be loved and
Well,
touched.
what do you care where he was before he got to you?
Well, what I'm saying is, well, it comes in because of the fact that he doesn't touch this.
But he's texting, but you're afraid that he's texting other women, but he won't touch you.
Or texting somebody else, obviously, because if you look at his cell phone, all you see is men going all the way across and all the way down.
Oh, I could talk about that, Judge.
But go ahead.
The only reason I have guy friends in the picture because I can't post any women pictures because she thinks I'm sleeping with them or cheating with them. And then that thing that she thinks that I'm sleeping with and stuff like that, she thinks everybody's a man in L.A. that looks like every woman I'm talking to or hanging out with.
What?
Did you not
She
confess?
thinks they all look
Did
like
you
a
not
man.
confess to me that you were with a man? Did you not confess to me that you were with a transgender? Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
But what difference does that make?
It makes a big difference because of the fact that I don't know what he is.
I'm a man.
You don't know what he is. He don't know where you work.
I don't know what he is.
I don't know what I'm
guy she
doing.
ever gonna have. You know?
Mrs. Shisslak, you say that he makes you feel insecure and ugly. How does he manage that?
He makes me, well, you better believe it, he makes me feel insecure and ugly, telling me I gotta go get a tummy tuck, that my boobs are not big enough for him, obviously. You know? Can I say the size, please? Thank you very much.
Sure.
I'm a 34 double D, but that's not enough for him. But they don't like him because of the same thing. Because I do tell my mom everything. She is, you know, she is my best friend. So I do tell her. And when he don't want to touch this, then I gotta tell her. I gotta tell somebody.
Like, why you gotta tell your mom all that?
Because she's
saying
You
it, right?
don't want to know that?
That's the only thing you've made sense. You said that makes sense so far. Are you displeased with her body?
Because she's annoying. She's everywhere we go, I got a story for you. Everywhere we go, like it doesn't matter, everywhere she goes, she says she thinks she's better than everybody. And then she sees somebody, oh, I gotta get my stomach flat, or I gotta get bigger boobs, I gotta get bigger
Because
butt.
that's the way
And
you make me
can
feel.
I talk, please?
You make me feel like that.
Stop.
And so I got so annoyed to the point that I keep hearing this every day. I had to tell her, yeah, go get this, go get that. So I really got sick of it. So that's
Well,
why I
why
tell her
isn't
that.
it easier to just say, baby, you're beautiful just the way you are?
Thank
Because
you.
she's not listening.
Thank you.
It's not enough for her. It goes out one ear and not the other. She's very insecure about anything. Any woman in the party, there was one time they went to the party, and there was a lot
You
of beautiful
having
women
hickey?
there.
Stop.
There was beautiful women there, a lot of beautiful women. She was so insecure that she thought I was paying more attention to those women, and she thought they were better looking than her. So she said, oh, I got to fix myself. I got to get bigger boobs. I got to.
Did you do that?
I tend to do that sometimes. I'll admit I do,
Thank
but
you.
it's because of him. It's because of him. And
This
him
is
coming home with
annoying.
hickeys in his neck too.
I don't
Tell
know
me
about all
that
that.
then.
I don't
Tell me
know
about
no
that.
Did you come home with hickeys on your neck
That
once?
has never happened, and there's no proof of it.
There is proof of it. There's a lot of people that see.
And all she did-
He says it's a skin condition.
And this is nothing.
A
And she
skin
bleached all my
condition.
clothes. She
Ain't
burned
no
all my
skin
clothes.
condition.
Okay, hang
She
on.
bleached and burned all my clothes.
When did she do that?
Last
When
week.
you came with the hickeys on
And
your
why,
neck. Yes, I
why did she do that?
Because she saw all these pictures with the women and stuff.
Thank you. Wouldn't you do that if he come home with hickeys?
Really burn my clothes, my brand clothes that cost a lot, really. Break a TV or do something, but don't touch my clothes.
Mr. Cruz, you say that with her family comes before you do.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you explain that to me?
Her family comes first. Any family member that comes visit comes first. She'll always put me to the side. When we go to her family to go see her family, all she does is hang out with her family. She leaves me to the side, so I don't even know who
That's
to talk
not
to.
true,
hang out
'cause you
with.
don't-
And she said, and she talks so bad about me that her mom don't like me, disrespects me, curses me out all the time. She wants me to leave. She doesn't even want me there.
Ms. Shisslak, do you put your family before him?
That's not true. That's not true at all. He don't want.
Does your family not like him?
I mean, my family has given him a chance, but they don't like him because of the same thing. Because I do tell my mom everything. She is, you know, she is my best friend. So I do tell her, and when he don't want to touch this, then I gotta tell her. I gotta tell somebody.
Like, why are you gonna tell your mom all that?
Because she's
right.
Mama don't want to know that.
That's the only thing you've made sense. You said that makes sense so far. Mama don't need to know all of that. So you're saying that your family doesn't like him because he doesn't have enough sex with you?
No, my mom just feels like maybe he's not telling the truth. Maybe that he's lying about his sexuality or something like that. Because obviously my mom wants to see me happy, but how can I be happy if he don't be giving me none?
And how can she be happy? She curses me out all the time.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, will you be happy,
It's so
Your Honor?
annoying when you get cursed out by somebody every time and thinking you're always cheating on them.
And let's talk about you, like this thing that you have about me going. What is up with that?
I don't know, and I don't care. And we're not gonna find out in here.
That one
We're not
time.
interested. We're gonna move forward.
It was only one time.
We're gonna just touch on that and just lift right off into something else.
Like, you know, going out, being together, but I can't even do that because we're always arguing everywhere we're going, and I'm just sick of that. Like, no matter where we go.
Well, how long you been arguing?
For like 3 years.
For 3 years.
Yeah.
She's probably mad because you don't know where she works. You think she's taking your money?
Of course.
Why do you think that?
Because she got the safe combination. I know how much money I put in there. I know how much money I got in the bank, so she got access to everything.
You know how much money
Did you
got in
find
there.
that something came up
Can I
missing?
talk, please?
Did you find that something came up missing?
Yeah, of course I did.
How much?
About almost $500.
$500. When did that happen?
This happened like a couple of weeks ago.
That's not true, Your Honor. That's not true.
Did you take his $500?
You don't even know. No, I did not take his $500.
Of course she's not gonna admit it to it.
This man, he's more like a pimp, all right? He takes my money.
If that was true, then
Yes, it is. You
I wouldn't be here right now.
It's the other way
Shisslak,
around.
explain that to me.
It's the other way around. He takes my money. If he
I
got
don't even need
he
it.
probably, you know that $5 he got in his pocket, that's because of me, not because of him.
it's not even needed. I
Okay.
got my own money.
You always take my money.
You have a
It's the
job.
other way around.
Yes. I do marketing and branding. That's
Yeah.
why I'm constantly on my phone because
ask
that's how
him
I'm
about
working
his job.
24 hours on my phone,
Right.
my laptop.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. This almost seems just sacrilegious and inappropriate, but one of the major issues you two have, among the many, is that you have differing religious beliefs.
He makes fun of my religion. He'd be like, you praying to the saints and your rosaries
some-
and this
some
and that.
saints that don't
How can
pee
my
or
mom
talk.
like him like that? How
Like,
can
why
my
would
mom
you pray
accept
to
him if
something
he's
that
always
doesn't
talking?
even move?
No, how can my family like you if you always making fun of the religion too? Thank
Because
you.
it's like, how can you worship something that don't move?
See?
And
You
just
see what I'm saying,
standing
Your
there.
Honor? Thank
That's
you. You
you.
see what I'm saying? This is the type of man I gotta live with. He's crazy.
Oh, you don't have to live anywhere with anybody.
That's what I'm saying. She could move out.
The one thing she seems to be so upset about is a lack of a sex life. Do you believe that that's really what's upsetting her, or is that not even
Nah.
factual?
That's not even true. I think what's pissing her off is that I just don't give her the attention.
What kind of attention? What do you mean?
Like, you know, going out, being together, but I can't even do that because we're always arguing everywhere we're going, and I'm just sick of that. Like, no matter where we go.
Well, how long
watching-
you been arguing?
For like 3 years.
For 3 years.
Yeah.
She's probably mad because you don't know where she works.
That too.
Okay, let's talk about the dog.
Thank
Where
God.
did you get? His name is Dollar,
Right.
and he is an American Eskimo.
Yes, he is.
Oh my!
That's my buddy.
Is that
right
when he
there.
was a puppy, or do they don't grow to be very big?
They don't grow out that big.
They're
very
not that big.
medium-sized,
They're
yeah.
medium-sized
Yeah.
dogs. How much does he weigh?
It's about 70, 50 pounds.
That's not small.
Yeah,
Who bought the dog?
I did.
No.
When did you buy the dog?
I bought it. We were like maybe dating about almost a year already around that time.
And you bought the dog.
Yeah.
And you were both living together in your house?
Yes.
You see
Miss
what I'm lying?
Shisslak, what do you say happened?
I say he's lying to his deep. I don't even
Well, you
want to
tell
get
me
into
how
it.
you came by the
I
dog.
take care of the dog. I buy the food for the dog.
Yeah, the dog is sick.
When the dog was sick,
That's how you
I
take
made
care
sure
of
the
it.
dog was at the vet. He doesn't do nothing for this dog. The only thing he does is play video
How
games.
can she take care of it if the dog is
That's
sick?
all you do.
She
That's
doesn't
all
even
you
take
do.
care of it.
What's wrong with the dog?
He has his ears affected, And I keep telling her to take it to the vet.
I did. I took him to the vet.
So what happened is I had to go grab him.
Billy, with my money.
And you know how I figured out that his ear was hurting?
Yeah.
Because he kept scratching his ear.
Well, that's how you. Well, they can't tell you. What do we mean? What do you?
So I knew it was a problem and had to take him over there. And that's when they told me that he had an infected in his ear and I had to put the medicine in him. And that's what I've been doing all this whole time.
He probably.
Well, why do you think that's her fault?
Because she didn't take him over there. She knew what's that problem. She knew if she was sick or not. I'm always taking care of the dog.
Shut up.
I'm taking him everywhere. I travel with the dog everywhere I go.
He needs to shut up.
He's like my best buddy.
He needs to shut up for real. Like, I'm the one that takes care of that dog.
Yeah, right.
I take care of everything.
See,
I even pay.
him.
This is why I kicked him out. This is why he's not in the house right now, this minute, because he's always lying. You're always lying.
You kicked him out of his house?
This is my house. I paid for it.
You live in the... Whose house do you live in?
My house. I paid for it. It's under my name. And I'll give you the papers. That's under my name. So how can that be her house?
I can't even look at him because that's how stupid he is.
If you're so... Well, you're here, which is good. You're not going to be together anymore.
No.
No, I'm good.
Typically, at this point, I say something intelligent. You know, I take a little bit of what's going on over here, and I take a little bit of what's going on over there, and I saute it a little bit in my brain, and I try to figure out something intelligent to say to either pass on to you or even to the audience at large. I got nothing today. I mean, nothing.
That's because of his dumb.
She's just a hater, Judge. She just wants everything from me.
So, who's living in... Y'all can't even agree whose house you living in.
Well, it's mine. It's
How am I going to award somebody a dog if you guys can't even agree about which one house you're living in? I don't believe it. Y'all, I bet you know what happened.
What happened?
Y'all were on the internet. Messing around, you saw my show and said, hey, that woman looks like she's having too good of a day. Let's get together and give her a headache. Congratulations! You've done it! I have a headache! And now, this matter is adjourned.
Can you help us understand a little bit about what's going on?
Just, you know, the real reason it was because of my dog. That's the only reason. I don't really care what she thinks or said about what she's saying about the dog in the house, because I got papers and know I can prove that's all mine.
Can we agree to at least kind of be co-parents for this
for the dog? I think so. That's the best thing that we can do. I can come to an agreement for the dog.
All right. Judge, this is the case of Poker Face.
Today, we have a good man, a good woman, a great relationship, and just one problem. You will not believe what it is.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Tamika Pickering and Joseph Pickering. The two of you have been together for 7 years, married for 1. You have 1 child together who is currently 3 months old. Ms. Pickering, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why we're here in divorce court today?
Your Honor, my husband is a good man. He's a hard worker. And even after 16-hour nights, he'll come home, stay up with the baby. He'll wash dishes, do laundry. But he's bleeding money. His gambling problem it went from a problem to an addiction. And I don't know what to do anymore. We've been to counseling. It's like now he's not even remorseful anymore. And I'm sick of it.
Okay. Mr. Pickering, it started out with a lot of of a lot of kudos to you, which I don't get a lot in here. So congratulations on that.
Thank you, Yana.
But why don't you address the gambling? Do you believe you have a gambling issue?
I'm gonna be truthful. We in court.
That's helpful.
I do have a gambling problem. I gamble a lot, but I make sure she's good. I make sure the house is good. I make sure the bills are good. I make sure we're straight.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
Before I gamble, like that's money to the side that I use.
We don't have a house yet. We're still in my apartment that I had before we were married with 2 kids.
Okay.
So,
Mr. Pickering, is that accurate?
That is accurate, but I'm trying to get a house for us eventually.
Yeah.
The smart way. I don't want to go rush, hit a low down payment.
Hang on. What is the smart way?
gambling.
The gambling is a problem, don't get me wrong. But I could easily, with my credit, jump into a house and then have a big
With no
mortgage.
savings.
Okay, now, Mr. Pickering, and I think you're an intelligent guy. I really do, and I think you're a thoughtful guy. But let's do this.
Okay.
With all the money that you lost, you could have held that onto that money and put down a huge down payment, thus leaving a very small mortgage to be paid on a monthly basis. Am I or am I not correct?
You are correct, Judge. You are.
That's it. Oh, wait. I thought you were gonna come back with something.
You are
Your
correct.
Honor, I have a story.
You are
So initially, it started out with him going to the casino with his friends.
Right.
Okay? It was a once-in-a-while kind of thing. And then he started going to the casino every night with his friends. A few weeks ago, his job, he got like a retro check, which is back pay from his job.
Right.
I went through his phone.
Why she gotta go through?
And because you don't talk about it anymore. And he spent $17,000. Not 1,700, 17,000, and lost it.
Mr. Pickering, did you lose 17 grand?
Your Honor, we talking about the money I lost. Look at her ring, Your Honor. Ask her, is that the first ring she...
It's irrelevant. I want to talk about that 17 grand. Did you lose it?
I paid some stuff off, and I lost it. I lost a lot of it.
What do you gamble on? What do you do?
Everything and anything.
Your Honor, he bets on sports that he doesn't even watch. So he graduated. It was the casino. When we got counseling, he stopped going to the casino. And then he started doing the sports gambling.
Right.
And now he's like, I don't even know what he's into anymore.
Yeah. You can do that online too, right?
Anywhere,
Yeah,
the bathroom, the bedroom, I'm asleep, he's in his phone. It's anywhere.
You don't seem concerned about it. Are you concerned about it?
I am, but I've been through so many. I tried counseling. I tried stopping myself. I need help. I'm not gonna lie.
Your Honor, I would believe that if he was sorry.
I am.
Now
I am sorry.
He's not even remorseful anymore.
I am sorry.
Why don't you think he's sorry anymore?
Exactly.
Because when he stopped communicating with me and I first started having to go into his phone to see what was going on, he would get defensive. It wouldn't be, I'm sorry. It would be, why are you going in my phone?
Yeah.
And my thing is, I can go on your phone all day, all night. I shouldn't have to find anything because I'm your wife.
True. Yeah. True. Yes. That's true.
Your Honor, I had text messages between him and his coworker.
Hey.
Mr. Pickering, I want to give you a chance to say something. I like you both, and I feel bad for you. I feel worse for her, but I feel bad for you. Do you have something that you want to say that might clean up your reputation a little bit and give me something to root for?
I take care of the bills.
That's not
Lord,
the
I don't know
point.
what you said. I take care of the
Your
bills.
numbers are so large.
I know.
I mean, we're
Your
talking
Honor,
2,500, 5,700, just regularly.
When I first realized that he had a problem, I told him, give me your check. You can pay off whatever you want to pay off. I'll give you spending money, gas money, whatever you need. First check went by without a hitch. Second check, no problem. Third check, I went in his wallet for something. I saw a stack of hundreds. He was hiding money from me.
How long did you stay in counseling for it?
A few months.
A few months?
Yeah, it wasn't working for me.
Like 2?
A few was 3.
Long enough.
A few was 3.
Your Honor, how long you been gambling?
5 years?
4 years. No, I'm gonna say 5. 4 years. But it's
4 years
yeah.
of an addiction, and you think in 60 days that thing is gonna get fixed.
Yeah, I wish I never started it, because now it's hard for me.
We understand that.
Now it's hard.
I get that.
Yeah.
Your Honor,
That's the nature of addiction. Yes, ma'am.
Here's my biggest fear, okay?
Okay.
First, with the communication, we were sitting with my mom, and my mom was like, when do you plan on going back to work or something like that? And he goes, oh, she's not going back to work until the baby's 6.
That's right.
We never had this conversation, number one. Number two, I am a workaholic, okay?
Are you against her working until the child is 6?
Old-fashioned, yeah. I have a beautiful daughter, my heart and everything. I don't want her at work and a stranger watching my daughter. You have to be home watching the baby. You don't have to, but I would like for you to be home, letting her grow and everything. Once
I'm glad how you clean that up.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
We're equal. I feel like I should go to work, make sure she's okay.
Why am I staying home if he's wasting money? I'm scared. When are we gonna get our home?
Soon.
We've been together
Wait a minute, hang on.
We've been together.
Say that again. I'm
scared.
One more time.
I'm scared.
One more time.
I'm afraid.
You don't have
if
to be
I'm not
afraid.
working.
No. You can't tell other people how they need to feel about whatever's happening in their lives. Okay.
If you lose everything, I will not be there with the kids. I won't.
I'm gonna stop today.
If us getting married didn't stop him, if him seeing our daughter be born did not stop him, my tears are not gonna stop you.
I think you're a hard-working dude. You're obviously a smart guy with a great job. Your wife is scared. Okay. Your job as her man, before anything else, is to make sure she's secure. And you haven't done it.
Your Honor,
I need you to feel that.
I don't personally know anyone with a gambling problem. He's, you know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do.
No, I mean, aside from him. And, but I've read stories and I've heard things that it takes people down. And we have 2 kids. We have 2 kids, and I'm sorry. I refuse to be down with 2 kids if he doesn't stop. That's honestly, genuinely, I will not. If you lose everything, I will not be there with the kids. I won't. There's no way.
Mr.
I can't do it.
You have anything you want to say to her? You gotta talk to me, talk to her.
Like, I feel bad right now, babe. Like, I'm gonna stop today.
Your Honor, if us getting married didn't stop him, if him seeing our daughter be born did not stop him, my tears are not gonna stop you. It's not. You have to want to stop, and you don't.
I do want to stop.
You don't even try.
I try.
You don't try.
Mr. Pickering, you said there's not much intimacy anymore in your marriage, and she says it's because she's afraid to get pregnant. I'm gonna give him an opportunity to speak on his pain here for a moment and give you a chance to respond once he does. Mr. Pickering, why don't you tell me what's going on with that?
Your Honor, before we used to look at her. She's beautiful. So the first time I seen her, I met her in college. Like, I was attracted to her. Beautiful, beautiful woman. Now, lately, we're not that intimate.
I just had a baby.
I try to hug her. She just had a baby. How did we have the baby?
I'm tired.
How did we have the baby? I try to hug her. Oh, get off of me. I try to kiss her. Oh, I'm hot. It's always an excuse. She said, oh, you have to be intimate. You can't just rush into it. So I try to rub her. Oh, I'm sticky. Don't rub me. I'm like, so what can I do?
He doesn't know what intimate means, okay? He doesn't know what romance means anymore. Now it's just, he goes straight for the
good thing, yeah.
Last time she kissed me. When was the last time we kissed? Like, I try to kiss her, oh, get off of me.
Because I know why you're kissing me. You're not kissing me because you're in love and because you want to cuddle.
So don't say that. beautiful. We got a nice daughter.
I'm literally 100 pounds heavier than I was before the pregnancy.
All right,
but you're gorgeous.
And
exactly.
I don't feel it.
You are. I tell her that every day. She's beautiful.
Well, that's something that you need to work on.
He tells me every day. He does tell me every day. I can't take that away from him. He tells me how beautiful I am. He tells me he loves me, but I don't feel it.
Mm-hmm. You need to believe that, and if you don't believe it, work out until you feel it. Do you know what I'm saying? Thin is not great.
Exactly.
Thin is just a thing. When
we first started dating, I used to be in the gym every day, except for Saturday and Sunday. I used to be fit. I had muscles. I was looking like him. Look at that. I let myself go a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's the real reason. Yeah, I have a dad bod. Nothing wrong with it, but I think that's the real reason why we're not as intimate as we could be.
Oh, let me tell you, that ain't true.
Exactly.
One woman to no, that ain't it at all.
No, I had the.
No. We're not as visual as you guys are. It's a thought process for us. It's highly integrated with how we feel. If we don't feel safe, we don't feel sexy. Period. End of story.
Okay.
If she don't feel woo, you need to make her feel woo.
I gotta woo.
You gotta woo. And woo can't lead directly to woo has to lead to a good feeling. You're asking for some money. I don't believe you want it. What you want is an opportunity to say, hey, maybe we have a chance to fix this.
Your Honor, can I just...
Go ahead.
Real quick. As far as the intimacy goes, I'm home all day with the kids. I don't want to go straight into... I want to talk, I want to laugh, I want to talk about silly things. I don't want to talk about the kids. I want to talk about everything else, and then I'm
gonna get to all that.
Okay.
I'm about to explain to you Woman 101.
Okay, I'm ready. I got my...
Woman 101.
Okay.
Before anything else in this world, we need to feel safe, and we don't feel safe if we just know that your check is coming next month. We need to know that if something happens to you next month and no check comes in, that we still have money in the bank to pay for things. She is not going to be okay month to month. That's number one. Number two, it is difficult to feel sexy right after having a baby. Very, very true. Especially if you are a woman used to working. A woman who is used to working and has to engage her mind, feels a bit like pudding if you're home with the kids all day long. On my first child, I took 4 months of maternity leave. 60 days in, my husband says, you need to get back to work because you're no fun to come home to after that. Second child took 6 weeks. I'm a better mother when I do it after work. You can find good daycare. You got a good job, and I know she can get a good job because she's a very bright woman. You can get an au pair if you want to that you pick out. No. Don't. There are more people who get destroyed by gambling than an au pair doing something to the kids. You're not being rational. Okay. You're just not being rational about it. So they have certified places to go. So you can't just deal with your needs. You have to deal with her needs. That's what that is. Number three, just because one counselor did not work for you does not mean that counseling will not work for you. There are 1 million counselors out there, and there's one for you. You have to keep going and keep looking. You committed to her for a lifetime. Therefore, you have to put in a lifetime worth of effort to secure her in her home with your baby. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Wait, there was another thing I wanted to do. The Woman 101, we gotta be... with the sex thing. We can't do it if we don't feel safe. We can't do it if we don't feel emotionally and intellectually stimulated. She's at home all day. She's gotten heavier. The babies, they're messy people. We love them, but they're messy. She don't feel woo. You need to make her feel woo.
I gotta woo.
You gotta woo. and woo can't lead directly to woo has to lead to a good feeling.
Okay.
She has depended, she gave her whole life in your hands, her security, everything, she gave it to you. Now she needs you to give her that check.
Okay.
I want to see the baby.
Oh, my God.
Can you go get the baby? Yeah, don't drop her. Nick is nervous.
Hey, be careful.
I'm good.
Oh, my God. She is so beautiful.
She is, right?
Oh, hi, sweetie Dee. Hi. Check my chair for me.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, I want to provide, I want him to provide, even if I do stay home, I want to be secure.
Mama, I got objections. I can't have it. Yeah. You want to be a judge when you grow up?
Yeah.
You can do it. Look
She
at
needs
it.
a backyard
It's
first.
a fun job. You get to.
Here we go. I got you.
Oh, wait, she like Nick.
She like Nick. Now my feelings are hurt. This is wrong.
Hi, beautiful.
Mr. and Mrs. Pinkering, you are an intelligent, attractive, successful, fabulous couple with this one thing going on. I am so in your corner. I am so on your side. We're gonna get you some aftercare counseling to try to get you started back in that trail. But in the meantime, in between time, give her that check, secure her. Don't be giving nobody else no money. Okay. 6 months worth of money in the bank. That is your hard target goal. And continue to go to counseling until you get that tick worked out, because you got the world over here. I mean, you hit the jackpot. You hit the jackpot. And I am so rooting for you. There will be no recovering this matter. It is so ordered.
Is it time to call it quits or what?
It is time to call it quits. It's time to throw my hand in.
It's been time to call
Been
it
time.
quits.
Do you believe him when he says that?
I hope so. I hope this was the thing that would get to him.
Listen, if you ever need a babysitter, you saw that, right? Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Judge, today's case, I scream, you scream.
They share a business, they share a home, they share a child, but he won't share his last name. Let's see if we can figure out why.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Cherie Hill and Brandon Harris. Ms. Hill and Mr. Harris, the two of you have been together for 9 years. You have one child together. Ms. Hill, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you're here in divorce court today?
Well, Judge, I'm here because I've been with this man for 9 years. I love him dearly. I'm trying to lock it down, though. I'm trying to change my last name to his and get some ice on this finger. And the only ice he wants to give me is ice cream, Judge. Okay?
Y'all own an ice cream truck, right?
Yes,
yeah,
we have our own
business.
We have our own ice cream truck business. 6 years ago, he gave me a promise ring, which is nice, but I'm trying to get an engagement ring. One day I wake up and I start getting all these congratulations. So I'm like, what's this for? You know, people congratulate me on an engagement. I'm like, well, when did this happen? I'm like, babe, did you know about this? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, when did we get engaged? Oh, babe, you know, we've been engaged. I'm like, no, I would remember this. That's
a big deal. Yeah.
Right, that's something that a woman would remember. So I'm feeling robbed from an engagement.
Now, Mr. Harris, how did you two get engaged without her knowledge?
It was not like that, all right? I was speaking to a family member, maybe a couple of friends about, you know, I'm thinking like, yeah, she's the one, we've been together for a while, and I think I want to get engaged, and, you know, we want to get married. Well, you know, they decided, of course, to make it their business to put it out there for everybody else. So they jumped the gun on it, and, you know, it just got really misconstrued.
Yeah, and it got out in front of you.
Yeah, it got out in front of me, it was a little out of hand. You know,
but you got to give him credit. He was expressing some very good intentions. You know, that he was telling his people that he thinks you're the one.
I understand that, but when we're sitting at the dinner table and we're all like, yeah, Harris gang, you know, because that everyone has the same last name, they're like, ha, except for you. You know, the kids are like, ha, except for you, Mom, you know. It makes me feel some type of way. I want to be a part of the group, and they let me know that my last name is not the same.
I totally understand.
Right. Now, let me... What's the holdup on the marriage thing? Because he said he thinks you're the one. Did I get that right?
Yeah, I think so. And then there's sometimes where, you know.
Think so.
Yeah.
Well, tell me what's the hesitancy on your part?
Well, the hesitancy, it's more so it's a financial thing. I mean, Cherie's a great woman. We have fun together. You know, family and everybody loves her. But financially, sometimes, you know, I'm a man, I'm a provider, but being that we, you know, we have our own business or whatever, I like to think two and, you know, three steps ahead of things.
Right.
Make sure we have a plan together and stuff. Whereas, you know, with Cherie, it's just like she really don't.
I've asked this man, we've had numerous conversations. I asked him about the timeline. At first, he used to say, oh, well, wait till, you know, we get the business going, wait till, you know, it's legal and everything. So I made sure that we did that. Call his father up so we could help out, get all the paperwork together, got that done. So we revisit the situation. Okay, babe.
Excuse me, that was more like I
revisit the situation.
You handle it.
I handle majority of the paperwork. Cherie is always down to go out to do any type of events. We have events or birthday parties, things of that nature. Cherie's always the first one in line to be there, you know, at the front of the show.
At the end of the day,
but at the end
we
of the day,
legitimize the business.
no paperwork.
Yeah.
She's not helping with
that was one of
paperwork,
the reasons
invoices, none of this stuff.
He said that was one of the reasons why we weren't getting married, Judge. So
because you don't do enough paperwork?
Because it wasn't legal yet. Yeah, that was one of the reasons. So I made sure that we went ahead and legalized and everything. So I asked him, okay, well, what about, you know, getting married? So now he's saying that I recently was diagnosed with lupus. And so it can take a toll. Sometimes it was hard to get insurance. Insurance was hard. You know, it was high.
Yeah.
And so he has a fear that if we get married, that, you know, they combine the incomes, insurance will just be sky high, or that we won't be able to get it at all to cover my sickness. But I feel like that's just another excuse.
But you already have insurance.
Exactly. And when we get married...
So what is your real fear?
No, I mean, that's part of it, too. Just insurance is one part. But overall, it's just about being able to make sure that we can continue to provide for the business, make sure we have something to leave the children behind, and to make sure that, you know, we...
Well, you made a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You made one.
Right.
So that obligation is there forever.
Well, right.
So why wait to get married?
At this point, like I said, when we made this agreement 5 or 6 years ago, when I talked about it and the family put it out there beforehand, we were going through a lot. We were trying to, you know, get stable, get ourselves credit together, things like that. And those are things I think are very important when it comes time to get married. You know, we're going to get married. I want to have this stuff in order. I know how many women would want to marry a broke man? Like, you know.
So she's just not bringing in enough money. You're already committed to her forever. You know what I mean? If you separate, you're still going to have to pay her child support. So why are you waiting for some economic threshold to be crossed in order to get married? I'm working on your behalf. You see this over here.
At this point, I just feel like he's coming with a lot of excuses because he once was married before, so I feel like he just doesn't want to go down that road again.
Can you be truthful about why you don't want to get married? Because the money situation doesn't make any sense.
It's not that I don't want to get married, but to me, that is a huge thing. I mean, there's been situations with us finding out about her being sick. And there's been time where I may have hurt my back or something like that. And if I'm out of work for 2 or 3 weeks, that can be detrimental to a whole household, you know?
Yeah, but how is that more detrimental if you have a marriage license as opposed to the fact that you're living together and a baby and don't have a marriage license? How does that make the economic difficulty any more?
Well, you got me there, Judge. I don't know what to think of that.
These are questions I've been trying to get the answer to.
You know what I'm saying? You're already in one household, right?
Right.
So how would a marriage license make that economic difficulty more dire?
I feel like it would with everything that's going on.
Well, you know you're wrong. So let's just leave that alone. Let's stop talking about things that don't make sense.
We got into an argument, and guess what? I never did finish that night. Once I was able to shake him, I finished in 3 hours. And he said, that's because I helped you.
Tell me about her work ethic.
Like, okay, she'll come in and she'll do anything. If I ask her to do it, she'll come and help to do it or whatever. But it's a lot of things that she won't do on her own. Like, you know we have to do invoices at the end of the week. You know we have to schedule these things with parties and stuff. And if you see me out there and I'm doing extra work over here,
jump in and help me out.
I don't want to have to come to you and make the call and say, hey.
That's because this man has to micromanage everything. He can't just leave it up to me. He has to be over my shoulder watching everything I do. One of the times I got a temporary job, temporary delivery job. This man stops working at his event to come follow me to make sure that I'm delivering right. Every 5 minutes, he's calling me on the phone. I can't even follow my GPS, Your Honor, because he's calling me every 5 minutes to see, like, what are you doing?
Mr. Harris,
No.
did you go on a job to see if she was delivering right?
She had this,
Oh, my goodness.
She had a, no, I remember that, too. She had a route. She was doing like a delivery route one time. And, anything that she's doing, I'm going to support her,
Okay.
She had a timeline. So I was just curious as to how she was doing on the timeline. And
that man pulled up on me in his truck to make sure that I was doing it right. And then we got into an argument, and guess what? I never did finish that night. Once I was able to shake him, I finished in 3 hours. And he said, that's because I helped you.
And there are a lot of things that she's good at. She is, this is yang to my yang a lot of times, but it's certain things when it comes to mainly the business. And when it comes to the business, I know I can be, I'm be a little anal about it, and I want to make sure things are done correctly, but there'll be times when she'll just, other things, if I don't say anything to her, she doesn't just go and take care of it by herself.
Yeah. Are you not proactive about the things that need to happen in the business that puts him in a position of having to monitor how everything goes? Think about it.
No. I mean, for the most part, I do XYZ for the business, invoices, marketing, but I can forget certain things because I'm also a full-time student. I have to work full-time, and I do everything in the house. This man doesn't help around with no housework. He's not picking up the slack with the housework. He has what I call a magic drawer in our house. He opens up the drawer, everything is folded neatly and clean, okay? And so one day, he couldn't find any socks. So now he's running around the house, ranting and raving, oh, I can't find any socks. Where the socks at? He goes to put on an undershirt. Can't find any undershirts. Like, oh, my God, this is ridiculous. Where are all the white clothes at? Someone stole them because he goes from 0 to 100. So he literally was running around.
Somebody stole his underwear?
Someone stole his underwear inside.
I was being sarcastic.
No, he wasn't.
I was being sarcastic.
I was like, babe, they're in the dryer. I show him the dryer. He looks like it's a foreign entity. Like, huh? Dryer?
No. Let me tell you, Judge. Let me tell you. The whole thing is, I've tried to help out in the house, but anything that I do in the house is never to her liking. I can go in there and wash the dishes or something. This cup ain't clean. I can go. I washed clothes one time. I tried to wash clothes. She was out one day. She was on the truck or whatever. So I'm like, I'll help out with some of the housework.
Right.
She got mad. I put a towel in there with some underwear. Oh, my God. You should have seen her in that.
He washed my undergarments with towels. I had to walk around with lifting drawers all day. Like, that's I can't do that. He knows how to wash clothes. He just refuses, and he uses that as an excuse on not to do housework. So if he doesn't put some type of timeline together, to lock it down, I'm going to have to go. And I'm going to take my vehicle.
Did you hear that, Mr. Harris? What's your response to that? When did you get diagnosed with lupus?
On Christmas Eve of last year.
Okay. Yep. But you probably had it before then.
I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, you just didn't know. That could explain a few things.
And it does.
Because lupus will mess with you in all different ways, shape, and form.
Yeah, and I'm
kill
very
your energy, all of that.
It does. Right. It makes me forget sometimes. I'm on new medication,
right.
And so my body has to get used to it. I'm tired a lot. And it's like he just sees me going. He fails to realize that sometimes, like, I can't. And it's like he's very supportive of it, but I feel like he doesn't fully understand.
Doesn't get how it feels.
Yeah, and I probably don't. I would have to empathize with that. I don't know exactly how it would feel. But the thing is, this is why I work so hard with the business and stuff, because we're not getting any younger here.
You got a 6-month at home?
6-year-old.
6-year-old at home. Any more kids at home?
Yes, we have a son who lives there.
He's 12 as well.
He's 12.
Who's doing the primary parenting?
Me.
Is that true?
We both are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she does a little more than me, but we both are.
Yeah.
Me, I do the housework. I help them with the homework and stuff like that. I mean, he's there and he supports me.
And you're going to school.
And I go to school, yes.
I'm trying to hear you, but I just don't see what she's not really doing.
I just want her to be able to come up with something. If she's not going to go all the way in with this business and maybe just take over some of these roles, because I'm doing everything by myself, and it takes away from me being a father, being a potential husband at home, too. It takes away when I'm out here from 7:30 in the morning. I don't get home till 10:30 at night doing every little thing that goes on with the business.
So she needs to take on more of the business, even though she's the primary caregiver at home and does the cooking and the cleaning and going to school and got lupus, but you need help with the accounts?
No, we share with the house. I mean, with the kids, we share a lot more. I may not do as much of the housework because she'll complain about that, but we share. I take part in the cooking. I take the kids, you know, to baseball practice, to the games.
Just recently, since he found out that he has celiac disease and he cannot eat gluten, just recently he started cooking, and that's because he can't eat out anymore. And so he has to. And so, and that's not even like he's cooking all the time. I think he's made like 3 meals.
She'll cook more so for me. But when it comes to the kids, I take more part, you know, with them, with the kids.
Yeah, I got you.
He's a good father.
You want $1,000 for 2 car payments. Tell me about that.
Well, because at this point, I just feel like he doesn't want to get married. He's giving me excuse after excuse, and like you said, they don't make any sense. They don't make any sense to me. So if he doesn't put some type of timeline together, you know, to lock it down, I'm gonna have to go. And I'm gonna take my vehicle.
Did you hear that, Mr. Harris? What's your response to that?
I don't want her to go anywhere. I just want her to step up. That's my main thing. I want you to step up with me with the business a little bit while you're able to.
I don't know how much more I can step up, because when he asks for something, I do it. I do it immediately. So at
Does she?
No, because if I call you and ask you to do something immediately, you already know. Well, right now I'm folding clothes, so I'm not finna put. You want me to stop folding clothes and go over here to send this lady an invoice? I'm like, yeah, she's ready to pay a deposit right now.
Like, he'll call and be like, I need you to write this lady an invoice because his phone might be acting up.
I know what's happening here.
Right, and so he wants me to
You
drop
said
everything.
on your paperwork, you said, I wrote a dirty word under what you said. It starts with horse. I told Sri if she needs to prepare for marriage, and she's not doing that. She needs to get financially stable before we get married. Did they get that wrong?
No, they didn't get that wrong.
Never do wife duties at girlfriend prices. That's what you'll say. First meal I ever cooked my husband was a week after we were married. First meal. I didn't clean nothing of his. I didn't pick up nothing of his. I didn't do nothing. Yeah, he wanted to marry, you know what I mean? You're not giving me a ring and some security. You know, clean your own stuff. I ain't got time for that. I got things to do. You don't think I'm good enough? You think I'm good enough to share your body? You think I'm good enough to have your baby? You think I'm good enough that he can trust you with his clothes and his business, but he can't give you his last name? Mr. Harris.
Oh,
That is a ridiculous thing. You're already 100% into it, financially, emotionally, and familially tied to one another, 100%. All you're doing is not giving her that sense of security. That's all you're doing, and it's not fair. She's giving you everything she's got. At no time will she be perfect. At no time will she do everything just the way you like it. Quiet as it kept, you're not perfect, and you don't do everything that she likes the way that she likes it. You interrupt her on her job and all that kind of stuff, and you're all picky and mean and all that kind of stuff. And I hate it when dudes come in here and say, she gotta prove that she's wife material because she does 99 things, but that last 100 things she ain't doing, so I ain't giving no ring. I'll give her a couple of babies. I'll let her cook for me. I'll let her clean for me. I'll let her have sex with me. The one thing she wants, I ain't handed. Don't be that dude. She's sick. Something happens to her, you know what they'll do? What the hospital and what the government and Medicaid, Medicare, you know what they'll do with you? They'll act like you don't exist because you are a stranger to her. You will have no rights. You will not be able to go see her in the hospital because you're not related to her. You just a brother in her house, and the government won't care, and the hospital won't care. She's sick, she's beautiful, she's doing everything she can. She had your baby. Damn, give her something. I ain't giving you no money because you're not going anywhere. You are so invested and committed, it's over, and he knows you're invested and committed and not going anywhere. But, you know, love her enough to give her some security. Love her enough for that. You're in it for the long haul. You ain't going nowhere. Give her a ring.
You're right.
I did my best.
Thank you, Judge.
There will be no recovery in this matter. It is over.
Judge, today's case is my money.
Money, anger, casinos, derision. This is going to be quite a ride.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Barbara Burton and Alicia Wells. The two of you have been together for 10.5 years, married for 7 years, but separated for the last 9 months. Ms. Burton, you have brought Ms. Wells here seeking $5,000 for a variety of things, and we will talk about that momentarily. But before we do, Ms. Burton, I'm going to start with you. What's happening in Cleveland?
The truth is I love my wife, right? But that's not our problem. Our problem is compatibility. And when I say that, what I mean is that she has cheated on me, she has lied to me, and she has stolen from me. And, you know, even with all of that, like, my heart still pump her, right? But it's hard. It's like it's hard, you know. It came to a point where I just couldn't take it no more. And I'm a Pisces. Like, you can hit me, I'll take your blows. But at some point, I'm a break, you know. And I got there in March, right? I was calling, texting. I ain't get an answer. Now, I've been sleeping with this woman for a while now, you know. And I know what she sound like when she wake up. You know what I'm saying? So she finally answered the phone, and I'm like, where you sleep at? And she tried to make me believe that she hadn't been asleep, like she'd been at the casino all night. But that wasn't the truth. I mean, I sleep with her.
You know what she sounds like when she just woke up.
Right. So,
well, let's get Ms. Wells to respond to that. Have you been fooling around on her?
No, listen, and the particular day that she's talking about, we weren't even together. We were separated at that time as well. She was at my house. And she was being nosy looking out the window of the guy who bought me a truck to take my kids around because she was gone. She ain't had no business being there.
So you guys were on a break.
That's
and
not
she
the
came
truth.
back to the house when she wasn't supposed to be there.
That's not the truth.
Yeah.
I hadn't left yet.
But you were on your way out, though, right?
No.
Yes, you was.
Absolutely
yes,
not.
you was.
That was
yes,
the
you
camera.
was.
That was the straw that broke the camel
Listen,
back.
here's my thing.
I hadn't left yet.
She wants to act shocked, like none of this had been coming down the pipe. None of this had been coming down the pipe. I asked her to move out several times. I asked her to leave the house, and so me and my kids could be in peace.
Well, what is it she's doing in your house that causes your home not to be in peace?
Okay, how about financially not contributing to the bills?
Doesn't contribute
I'm
at
the
all.
only one that got a job.
When she met me, I was on government housing, and I still am. And we went to marriage counseling, and the marriage counselor told her, when you married her, you should have took her out of government housing. But you didn't.
That was your decision.
Her rent was paid when she walked in the door. The only thing she had to pay was electric and gas. I didn't have cable when she met me because I don't believe in that excess expense. But she had to have it, all the football channels, you name it.
Now, Ms. Burton, you claim that you're the only one with a job. Is that? But she claims that you don't financially contribute to the household. Reconcile that for me.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna go like this. Every Christmas, from Christmas 1.
That's one day.
She has never, ever bought our family a Christmas gift. I pay for it all. Look, I met her. She did have a job. But as soon as she came to Cleveland, job was no more. It was gone. So all that time, I was the one. And I tell her all the time, you can't spend the money and I have it too. Like, it don't work like that. Like, I bring it home, and you need 4 different hairstyles. You need your nails done. You like shoes. You like to dress like this. I'm paying for all that. I'm paying for all that, right? But I got to rob Peter to pay Paul for the bills. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Right before this time, March the 8th, before I left, right? I called her on the phone. You left. My bad. You left. I called her on the phone, right? And I said, babe, I got the water bill money. What you want me to do? I said, I'm on my way downtown. She say, don't do that. Don't go right now. Come home, because I need to do something with that money, right? I said, babe, the water ain't on. I got the money right here. I'm on my way downtown. She said, no.
Shouldn't have never been cut off.
And look, I've been trained for real. Happy wife, happy life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I go home, give her the money. You know what I'm saying? And
you didn't give it to me. I took it from under the TV stand.
However,
I'm be honest.
However, and that's not the truth.
She ended up with
that's
the
not
money.
the truth either.
Yeah.
Okay? So the water bill ultimately didn't get paid, right? So it ain't that I didn't have the money for it, but she told me or asked me or requested me to do something different. And I did that. But I be trying to explain to her, babe, look, if I bring my check home and you spending on everything, how the hell am I supposed to pay the bills?
Okay. Ms. Wells, she's saying she pays the bills.
Listen,
but you spend it on all your dalliances as opposed to the water.
Okay.
Glamour.
Your Honor, I've never had one of her bank cards in my hand. I've never knew a password. I've never had any of that. But I gave her privy to my child support card, my food stamp card, everything. Her money has never went in my pocket. So if you're head of household and it's your money on your card and you know the balance, because I don't even know how much you make at work because you're so shicey. So when you swipe trying to please me, you should be able to balance this and say, babe, that's enough. We still got to pay the electric bill. But I'm thinking it's excess, so we cool. So when the bill comes and I say, are you paying this? No, you spent the money. I can't even tell you what a bank card look like. But now that we're no longer together, she's so tentative.
Always
so tentative.
Always
tentative in what respect?
Okay, for instance, my daughter just passed away August 8th.
I'm so sorry.
She came, showed up at the hospital because we don't live together. She live in one city, I live in another one now. She showed up, took me to buy everything I needed to make my daughter look presentable.
I always do.
It was great. But what she failed to tell me was she spent her bus fare to get back to her city, so I had to deal with her at my house for 4 more days.
I had a round-trip ticket. That's not the truth. I came into her house with a round-trip ticket.
That was the second time.
Well, you're mad because she stayed 4 days?
I don't want her there like that. That's why I left my home with 3 garbage bags of clothes and 2 kids and moved into a shelter on my son's birthday to get away from her. Because I asked her to leave the house several times.
What was happening that made you need to do that?
She calls me a beast all in front of my children. From day one, I've been a liar, a thief. I didn't even realize until after we got married, she thought I stole a CD out of her car when I first met her. So why did you marry somebody that you think are all these things?
Right.
And then you constantly browbeat me and you talk to me like this in the presence of my kids to the point she spit in my face the last time.
Did you guys ever like each other?
Yes! Your Honor, listen.
When was it good and how long was it good?
Listen.
financial situation or the problem is, do you believe you were justified in calling her names and spitting in her face?
Maybe not. Look, calling her a whole bunch of bees, what's good for the goose, work for the gander, right? Spitting in her face was something totally different because that's all I had left. You know what I'm saying? Or I'd have beat her ass.
Together.
Flat out. Flat out. And I promised her I would never put my hands on her.
We weren't together. It's the apartment I presently live in now.
Right.
She don't live there. She lives in a whole nother city. And she kept telling me every day this check is coming, that she's getting FedEx to my house so she can have the money to get home.
And she watched FedEx pull up at that door and hand me that check. And the next thing she said, oh, you just gonna leave me and the kids like this? You ain't gonna give me no money?
Oh, but I'm your wife?
I was done.
Well,
like, you had pushed me to the point that there was no more.
And then tell her that she has no right to be there. You can't play it both on both sides.
No, I didn't call her wife. No, I'm done, Your Honor. I'm completely done.
When I left her, when she left in August, right, in October. In October, look, the water wasn't on. Everything she had sold out the house, all that she did not destroy, because this is not the first time.
What's in the storage that you've been paying for?
When she met me, Your Honor, I had everything. I had a 4-bedroom house. I had my kids. I had a bank account. I had everything. She was a windstorm in my life. Today, I live in a 3-quarter-way house in a room.
Thank you.
In a room. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the second time that I had to start from the bottom and build myself back up. And then she say stuff like this, babe, I ain't no good for you because you thrive when I ain't around.
So take heed and stay away.
But 7 pounds of love is 7 pounds of love. I don't care how you measure.
Not if somebody alive.
You know what I'm saying? You for real, for real.
It ain't that much love and work.
Listen. I ask myself every day, Barbara, what is it in your low self-esteem and your low self-worth that accept the unacceptable? I ask myself that every day. When it come to her, I have loved a whole lot of women in my life, but I ain't never been in love before. And when I spit in her face, it had been building for a very long time.
All because I asked you to leave my house.
I'm gonna tell you about a brand new car I bought, right? So, in the same week, month that she woke up and answered the phone, you know, so she gonna tell me, I go outside and I look at my car, I ask, I say, how'd the car get hit? I don't know. They did it at the valet at the casino. I'm like, no, then that's some money for me, right?
It was size.
So
that ain't no money.
I'm always thinking about money. So I'm saying, well, if the valet did it, I'm finna get paid, right?
She's so big that security allowed her to watch that.
I go to security to the casino, and I had them pull the tape. And when she pulled in, the car was already hit. The tape showed it. When she pulled out, 40 minutes later, 40 minutes, now the time is significant because this is the same night that she stayed out all night trying to make me believe that she was at the casino all night. You know what I'm saying? Same night. But it was 40 minutes.
I took care of her very well. She had a surgery. I never left her side from the hospital.
That's the truth.
And that person that she asked to marry her is the same person I am today for somebody else.
Absolutely
but I can't stand her. She has several incidents confused. However, and when I did go that one particular night where I stayed out all night, I never said I didn't go to sleep, and I never said I was at the casino all night. You refused to believe that I was at my cousin's house because I don't want to come home and argue.
My cousin.
Do you argue? Were the arguments always about you cheating or you thinking there's cheating and money, or were there other things that occurred?
It would be, most of the time, it was paranoia. I have been to marriage counseling with this woman.
And what happened?
She said, I ain't got to do what nobody tell me to do. I'm grown as hell.
Did you guys ever like each other?
Yes. Never. Your Honor, listen.
When was it good and how long was it good?
Listen, this is where it went. This is even how she proposed to me because of who I am. I took care of her very well. She had a surgery. I never left her side from the hospital.
That's the truth.
And that
That's the
person
truth.
that when she asked to marry her is the same person I am today to somebody else.
Absolutely
but I can't
not.
stand her.
Absolutely
She
not.
has done things
Absolutely
to
not.
family members, called them out their name, minors. She has just said all kind of crap. I would say things like, just wait till he go to sleep. I don't want to do this in front of him. Come on, would you stop? To the point to where they looking at me like, how is you taking this?
I think you love this woman with all your heart. I think you're loving from a place of fear, though, that you're worried about where she is and where she's going. You're very strict. You're very rigid. And when things don't go your way, you get very angry. And when you get angry, you start to expel things that are just nasty and rude. And I think it all stemmed, you start going around in circles. You are financially irresponsible. You can't keep taking gifts from somebody and then wonder why they can't pay the water bill. It is your responsibility to understand the household finances as much as she does. You know about how much she makes. You know she's not pulling down Tyler Perry money. So you can't be getting all this, that, and the other thing and then expect her to pay the bills. You are responsible for being a responsible financial participant in the relationship. Having said that, let me say this. The time for anger is over.
It is.
You can live that anger forever and it will eat you alive. I'm trying to find out where this $5,000 can go so I can go. So tell me how she destroyed the living room furniture and the coffee table. What happened to the Xbox? When did she steal that $490?
All right. So the coffee table, leather couch, everything brand new. When I left her in 2015, she came back. Her dad died, and I let her. She asked me to come and get her.
She slid in like a snake.
She asked me to come and get her. I did. I felt like out of obligation that I needed to support her. Everything in my house was brand spanking new, right? She smoked cigarettes and burnt holes in the couch. Her son sat on my table, broke the coffee table, and she may try to make me believe she set a coffee cup on the table and it just broke. I mean, for real.
What happened to the Xbox?
Okay, so in October, when she left and I was living in a house with no water, she came in, stole the Xbox, stole the stereo these different times, and just took everything.
She called her sister and had her sister believing that I left that house and took everything. I called her sister on video chat. To this day, Judge Toler, I'm sleeping on the twin mattress on the floor. I don't have no furniture in my house.
That's her choice. That's her choice. Because I gave her everything.
But I stole it.
That's her choice, and I gave her the world.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this one more time. You have hurt each other quite enough.
And I'm done.
And today should be the day that it is over.
It's over.
I
When
can't
I
give...
spit in her face,
stop, Miss Burton. Miss Burton. You got to learn to contain yourself.
I'm hurt.
I understand.
I'm hurt.
You know what? People No, look. I'm telling you, you've allowed your hurt feelings to run your world. And as long as you do that, she owns your mind. Will you please free your mind?
Yes, ma'am.
Give yourself personal manumission
Yes,
and allow yourself to live on.
Yes,
I can't give you, this is stuff that happened over the years, messed up stuff, all that kind of stuff. I can't give you anything for that. I see you got no paperwork, no basis to do it. But I can give you your freedom. Yes. Be free. Let it go. Whatever hurt, whatever crazy, whatever wrong, let it go.
And she should be
Let it
free.
go.
She was sitting last night talking to her girlfriend on the phone.
But you shouldn't be upset about it. She should be able to walk down the street naked with 20 naked women and it not bother you.
I'm not upset.
Yes.
No.
Yes, you are. Oh, I'm so done.
I want to be her friend. That's it.
Wait,
I can't.
Y'all can be friends someplace else, but not here. There will be no recovering this matter. It is so ordered.
How are you feeling now after hearing what Judge Lynn had to say?
About to settle, like not getting no money, it is what it is. You know, I feel upset, you know, that all this had to come up again. I'm hurt because the judge told the truth and said I gotta free myself. My love is true. It's everlasting. I ain't never been married before. And I love her.
Judge, today's case, grumpy old man.
They have a 30-year age difference, a brand new baby, and one of them has a suspicious mind. But they love each other, so let's see if I can't work something out.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Michaela Wilson and Richard Wilson. The two of you have been together for 3 years, married for 1. Significantly, there is a 30-year age difference between you. You are 23, you are 53. And in fact, you have 3 children that are either her age or older, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You're having some trouble, so you've come to see me. Mrs. Wilson, you want $1,000 in transitional support because you believe this union will not survive. Mrs. Wilson, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and how we ended up here today?
Judge, we have a 30-year age gap. I married a grumpy old man, and I went out. When I was 4 months pregnant, I had some problems severely. I had to go to the hospital. I was dehydrated. My blood pressure was high. I couldn't eat or anything. I was weak. So I went to the hospital. I ended up staying there longer because they had to give me fluids. I called Richard. I said, I'm at the hospital. I let him know what was going on. He said, okay. A few minutes later, he called me. He said, you know, I'm getting off work. So I said, you know, hey, babe, you know, you're going to come at the hospital with me? He said, yes. So about 45 minutes to an hour later, I was like, I called him. I said, well, you don't have to come to the hospital now because they're letting me come home. So we live 5 minutes away from the hospital. So I get home. He hasn't even showered. He's in T-shirts and a short. And I'm like, okay, well, what were you doing all this time? I thought you were coming to the hospital with me. So I ended up going through his phone. He was at home watching big booty porn while my pregnant booty was in the hospital.
Mr. Wilson, what's your response to that? Is that true, or you got another set of facts you would like to
I don't have
posit?
no knowledge of that. I mean,
Do you recall the telephone call from the hospital?
I remember when she was in the hospital, but as far as watching porn?
Okay. Well, what did you do when she called you from the hospital? Did you make plans to come?
Yeah, I had plans. I made plans.
What happened?
I mean, when I get off work, see, I work around a lot of dust. I didn't want to come to a hospital with dust all over me because you got sick people in the hospital. So I went home and took a shower, and by the time I got ready to go up there, she was already
released.
He was not even showered. He was in T-shirts and a short. I mean, he took his work clothes off. He just put on, like, his clothes at the house.
Did you really intend to come? How long? How come? I mean, because you come home, take clothes off, jump in, wash up, and come on out. Were you not worried?
Yeah, I mean, I was worried. This is my wife. Of course I was worried.
But just didn't make it. Okay. Tell me what other things this grumpy old man has done to you.
Like I said, he's grumpy. One Saturday morning, we decided we were going to vacuum and wash our cars. So, you know, we have our own cars. So we went to the car wash and vacuum. You know, we're taking the mats out the cars. So, you know, I see a granola bar in his car. You know, it's hot. You know, it's hot. It's summertime. So, you know, I asked him, you know, how long you had it, because I don't want to eat no old granola bar. He flies off the handle. Oh, I've been had this granola bar. And I'm like, okay, I'm just asking you about a granola bar. Why are you flying off?
Mr. Wilson, did you get upset about a question about the granola bar?
I mean, I got mad because every time, like I said, every time she's always accusing me of something, and I'm just burnt out with it. So when she asked me about that granola bar, she was leading up to something else pertaining.
Did you have some woman in the car eating the granola bar?
So then she gets mad. I'm vacuuming my car. She throws a granola bar at me, and it almost hit somebody else's car. Then she drives off.
Did you throw the granola bar at him?
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, because I was mad because it was 2 of the guys there, and they were looking at us, and we both got mad and left.
Never get mad about who saw what. You know what I mean? They saw you fight. Oh, now you know, my ego's hurt. We worry about that too much these days. It's not helpful. Are you always accusing him of cheating?
I feel like he may have a friend or a confidant or something. I don't think he's cheating.
She thinks I'm cheating because, like, I could work 14, 16 hours a day. I come home from work. It's not, hey, baby, how was your day? As soon as I set my phone down, she'll pick up my phone like, whose number is this? And then, well, why are you calling this person? Or you been on Facebook? So then she'll Google the number and tell me that, oh, this number comes back to registered to a female. Who is this? I'd be like, I don't know because telemarketers call my phone all the time. So I don't never answer. But then, like, sometimes I may answer a call and then I just hang it up when I find out it's a telemarketer.
Telemarketer, yeah. I've been down that road.
She's like, well, why can you answer these calls at work, but you can't answer them when you're at home? And I'm like, because I know it's a telemarketer, so why would I answer it?
Ms. Wilson, now he's sounding awfully rational and reasonable over there. Do you jump on his phone when he gets home? Do you Google numbers? Do you worry about who he's talking to?
I don't Google numbers throughout the day. Like, we use Facebook, how we communicate. We communicate through Messenger, so we video chat a lot. So sometimes, like, every day when I call him on video chat, is always saying Richard Wilson is on another call. So I'll just be trying to figure out who you be talking to all day when I be trying to call him.
Is that true?
No, I mean, I don't even be on my phone.
He says your messenger is not going to say you on another call when I call you. You're not on another call.
I don't be on the phone.
Is it really that often? I mean, he's at work, so he can't be on the. I mean, I assume your work does not involve you talking on the phone, correct? Yeah. He's at work, so I don't think he could be on the phone all day like you perceiving it, because the man's got to work.
It's not all day. It's just like sometimes when I call, it's just.
How often during a week do you call him and his line's busy?
Probably about 3 or 4 times a week. But that's why I check
Why does that concern you? 3 or 4 times a week, he's got a call when you call. Why does that concern you?
And she'll get mad, like she'll call me, like I said, I be working, so I can't just pick up my phone and answer it right then. So when she call, I can't answer right then, but I call her like within a minute or 2 later, and she won't answer her phone.
Is that true? He calls you right back?
Sometimes.
And do you answer the phone? Do you answer the phone when he calls you back?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you don't because you're mad?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, okay. I ain't gonna. Okay. Has he ever done anything that leads you to believe that he's cheating on you?
One time we was in the mall a couple months ago. Okay, 3 ladies walked by on the other side of us. He's staring so hard, the ladies, he bumped into somebody's jewelry stand.
No. That's not what happened.
Yes, it is.
Mr. I'm gonna help you out with that, Mr. Wilson, if I can. Has he ever done anything that leads you to believe that he's cheating on you?
I mean, he does not make me feel secure as a woman. When we go places, he has a wandering eye. One time we was in the mall, 3 ladies walked by on the other side of us. He's staring so hard, the ladies, he bumped into somebody's jewelry stand. And he gonna lie and say somebody bumped him into the jewelry stand.
No. That's not what happened.
Yes, it is.
She and I were walking together, and there was 3 guys coming toward us. So one of the guys, the guy in the middle, he was looking back because there was some females on the other side. He was looking back at them so hard, he almost ran into us. And I'm watching him to make sure he don't bump into me.
If that's the case, why didn't he bump into our daughter? Our daughter was right here, so he would have bumped into our daughter before bumping into you. No, you was looking so hard, you ran into the jewelry stand because you was looking at them.
There was no jewelry stand.
So what did you run into?
Nothing, because I moved out the guy's way.
You ran into the jewelry stand because you was looking at those females.
Okay. Mr. Wilson, you said... I'm gonna help you out with that, Mr. Wilson, if I can. I'll help you later, but let me ask you this right now. You say you like structure. You want to get home, have a wife that had a cooked meal, and she doesn't give you any of that structure. Please tell me what your complaints and concerns are with respect to that.
I don't really have any complaints toward her personally. I just want her to trust me more, because like the other day we was at a hotel. I'm up at the counter talking to the manager, and I had my arm like on the counter. So I was like turned sideways, and there was another hotel worker here ringing up somebody else. And she comes in and whispers in my ear, when you talk to somebody, you're supposed to face them directly. Because I was turning sideways. She talking about I was looking at the lady right here with the big butt. I didn't, honestly, I didn't even know the lady had a butt because I wasn't even paying no attention.
Ms. Wilson?
Now, you see how I'm facing you talking to you, right? The lady right here, he was not facing the hotel clerk at all. He was like this. How you gonna talk to somebody like this? You're not even paying him attention at all.
Turn around. Look at me.
That's not true.
Look at me.
I wasn't even facing the lady.
Look at my body.
But he was facing the females. His face wasn't even turned to the lady he was talking to.
And then she gonna whisper in my ear, "Oh, you didn't think I was coming in, did you?" I know it. And see, I know if I'm in there over 3 minutes, she's coming in.
I only came in because the children was in the car complaining. So I was like, okay, well, let me just see what's going on. And he was just handling a dispute. And I'm like, okay, I walk in, you like this.
What other things has she done that demonstrates her lack of security?
You know, one of your friends on Facebook said they're on vacation or something, and they post a picture of them in a bathing suit or whatever. She'll be like, well, why that woman sent you a picture of her in a bathing suit? I'm like, it's a public page. She sent it to everybody in her friend group.
Right.
She's like directing it like the lady sent it directly to me, yeah. And then, like, say we watching TV. So a new show comes out. So we sitting there laying down watching TV, you know, enjoying the show. But the minute a woman in a bathing suit or some type of attire comes on, she gets mad, get up and go sleep on the living room couch.
Everything that he watches pretty much vulgar. Ain't no bathing suit, is breasts out, butt out. I'm not gay, so I don't want to see that. Sometimes my daughter is in the room. I don't want my daughter looking at stuff like that, so I'm like, change the channel. Why is it a problem that I leave the room to watch something else? Because I don't want to watch what you watch.
She doesn't tell me to change the channel because she has no communication skills. She doesn't tell me to change the channel. She'll just get up and go on the couch and lay down and go to sleep.
So you don't really know what's going on.
And see, that's what I tell her.
I'm not going to get into no confrontation with you. So instead of me telling you I don't want to watch that, I just go into the living room.
I tell her, I don't write these scripts. I don't know what the cast member's going to wear. I'm just looking at a new show. So I don't know what is on it. You always want to watch shows because it got new naked women on them. No, I don't know what's going to be on the show. And she doesn't give me time to change the channel. She'll just get up.
Change the channel.
She'll just get up, go in the living room, and get on the couch.
I don't want to see it.
Okay.
I just feel like, well, hey, I said, hey, babe, you forgive me, are you still mad at me?
I don't believe you. I do not believe you.
I really do, but he doesn't want to talk to me.
Even when you were disputing in here, you never came off that calm. You say you don't talk to her because she's not easy to talk to. Explain that to me.
I mean, she doesn't talk to me like when she get mad. She doesn't talk to me, but like all night we don't talk. We be mad. The minute I go to work, she sends me 1,000 texts, and I'm like, well, why you couldn't say this when I was at home? She doesn't talk.
No, you don't talk to me when I'm at home.
She can talk to me through a text. And I'm like, that's crazy. Why? And that's one reason we got problems, because we don't communicate.
Right.
I mean, we don't talk when we get mad, because like me, if say we riding down the road somewhere, and she doesn't let stuff go. When she gets on something, she's like a dog with a bone. She just nag. And so I'm like, I'm gonna lay in my mind, just shut up, please. So then I get so frustrated because I have anger issues. I get so frustrated. We stop at a red light, I jump out of the car and start walking home.
He do that every single time.
And then when I do, she'll give me a few minutes, but she always picks me up. She always come back, and I'll be like, no.
Because the kids see you. The kids on.
I'll be like, no.
Ms. Wilson, when you two have a disagreement, are you hard to talk to? Are you reasonable?
No, this I am. If we get into a disagreement, okay, I don't mean when I get mad, I shut down. I don't want to talk. But eventually later on, I don't like to go to bed angry. So I try to reconcile with him, talk to him.
I don't believe you. I do not believe you.
I really do. But he doesn't want to talk to me.
Even when you were disputing in here, you never came off that calm.
She says she doesn't like to go to bed mad. That might be true, but she goes to lay on the sofa mad.
Ms. Wilson, that your mother is on. Hey, your mother is on the phone. Miss Sheila Thompson. Miss Thompson, are you on the phone?
Yes, I am.
Hello, how are you?
I am doing good. Good day, Judge Toler.
Good day to you as well. When you look at this union between your daughter and her husband, what do you see?
The thing that comes to mind is crazy in love. I recall, last year during Thanksgiving, they ruined Thanksgiving for me.
How did they do that?
Because for some point, they got into an altercation, which I didn't know, an argument going over that call, because sometimes when my daughter or they get upset, they don't answer their phone, so I know something's going on. So I ended up going to where they live, and I ended up seeing his shoes. It's like she must have been chasing him. When I got there, I was so disappointed, like, what's going on? I ended up, finding him. He's walking, from the place. I get back to the place, talking to her, what's going on. My daughter, I love you, Kayla, but, you have, the anger issues yourself.
Say it one more time, Mama. Michaela, you have what? What did you say?
Anger issues. And these things are not healthy for the relationship. And, the bickering, you have children, they don't need to see you guys arguing or physically in an altercation. It's not good for them. I mean, I love the both of you. I want you guys to do better. I really do.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Thompson. I appreciate your input.
Yes.
I'm not going to talk about this $1,000 transitional support because I want this marriage to work, and I'm going to work to help make this marriage work. So I'm going to say a few things to both of you. Your mama has known you for 23 years. I've known you for 23 minutes, and we both said the same thing about you. You've got an anger issue, and you think you get angry because of the things she does. That's not it. You get angry because you're scared. That's where all that anger is. You're frightened. You have this, and I don't know if this is a generational thing where we've got all of these devices and cheating, and everybody's just fluid out there with their actions and their sex, but you have this sense of impending doom, like a cheat is right around the corner, and if you are not on him like green on grass, he's gonna do something to you, and that's not true. The beauty, when I looked at the age difference, I was a little concerned. I thought, you talking about a grumpy old man, when you're in your 50s and your 60s, you don't want to do much. You want to do stuff, but you just want to go, going to bed at 9 o'clock is like, hey, I'm going to bed. It's 9 o'clock. My husband, I'll be, yeah, baby, let's go. But that's not what the problem is. He's not a grumpy old man. He's a dude of 53 years old. The beauty of having somebody of a certain age is to be able to learn from his age and not be mad about it. You picked him. You could have gotten a cat that was 43, 33, 23. You picked a cat that was 53. You got to deal with that. This man is not cheating on you. He ain't running around. He ain't got the time nor the energy for it. He's just not. He's just not, and you need to grow up and into him, not just stay on this stupid stuff that people tend to be on these days. We're not supposed to know where each other is at every moment of the day. I haven't talked to my husband in 3 days. He ain't worried, I ain't worried. Because we're trustworthy. That's where your marriage should be. And if your marriage is not there, you will never be happy. Never be happy. Mr. Wilson, you're supposed to gather her up and grow her to you. You're not supposed to fall down to her level. Do you understand what I'm talking about? You got to stay relaxed. You got to stay calm. Did anything I say to you make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Did it?
Yes, ma'am.
You gonna go home and say that old lady yelled at me for nothing? There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Judge Lynn and your mom kind of called you out there for your anger issues. How do you feel about that?
I think I'm going to acknowledge that I have anger issues and I'm going to work on my hot temper.
Well, what can you guys do after you leave here today to kind of make things better at home?
Well, me, I can start taking my lunch to work.
Judge, today's case, young love.
Thank you. I have a young couple here who started having children while they were still children. They've got some growing up to do. Let's see if I can get them started.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Anissa Ewing and Malik Kyle. The two of you have been together for 9 years. You have 2 children together, but you do not want to be together anymore. Ms. Ewing, you brought Mr. Kyle here for $477.86 for payment of his card note that was 2 months behind. We will talk about that momentarily, but before we do, Ms. Ewing, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here in divorce court today?
Me and Malik been together 9 years. I brought him here today because he lies, he cheats. I feel like I'm losing myself to love him. I need to get back to loving me. He constantly lies and cheats. There was a time he had sex with a friend of mine, a so-called friend of mine, and she ended up pregnant, and we had to get a DNA test. It almost broke up our family, Judge, and it's been so long. Like, we were almost done. How
long ago was that?
This was last summer.
And what did he say to you that allowed you to stay with him after such a tremendous betrayal?
I might just be a fool.
Mr. Kyle, would you like to respond to that?
Yes, ma'am. So, I mean, at that time, when I did have sex with her friend, but at that time, we had broke up because she was texting another man, just telling him, like, I love you, and, like, you're the only person I think about, and that's why we're together. So, at that time, we separated. So, I was single at the time.
How long were you separated before you hopped on the friend?
It was probably about 7 or 8 months. But I just ran into her at the club. I was drinking that night, and, I mean, it's just like, I was single at the time. Not that it's right because it's her friend, but it was just something that happened. We took a DNA test. It wasn't my child, so we were able to try to mend things.
It wasn't your child?
No, ma'am.
No. But it could have been your child.
Yes, it could have been.
Did you have a condom?
Yes, I did, but,
no.
You know, things happen when you use condoms.
I think that folks these days aren't afraid of being pregnant as much as they should. It's kind of an oops moment, not a, oh my God, which it was when I was young, which kept us on the straight and narrow. Right. I'm just saying. Ms. Ewing, why don't you tell me, are there other things that he has done?
It's repeat offenses, Judge. There was also a time when I got a message on Facebook from some girl saying that she had sex with my boyfriend at a hotel party the night before. As soon as I read the message.
See, that's not true though. So
it's true. It's definitely true.
So I was at the hotel party and some things did happen, but we never had sex. I did have oral sex with her, but
that counts.
Yeah, but it wasn't me giving. I was receiving.
That counts.
Yeah, that does count, but you know, I don't think it's as bad as having sex. But it is wrong though at the same time. And then, you know, she says I repeatedly cheat and stuff like that, but it's just not true. Like,
it's true.
Like most of the time when I'm messing with another woman, we're broken up or something. So, and she breaks up with me a lot because she just.
Well, how often has she broken up with you over these past 9 years?
Very. We.
How about in the last year? How many times?
He broke up with me for stuff he did wrong.
In the last
Stuff
year.
he did.
Tell me about that. Tell me about that.
It was plenty of times. Like, it was times I didn't call him. Just not even too long ago, I seen him, he inboxing, interacting with some female on Facebook that he used to talk to in the past, and I confronted him about it, and he got mad at me. He got mad at me and told me I shouldn't even have been snooping through stuff. And he got mad at me. Like, he really got mad, and that's crazy. How can you get mad at me?
Did you break up over that?
Yes, and he told me that that's not the only thing he told me that that's not really cheating, but when I interact with anybody, that's cheating.
She emotionally cheats. So it's like.
Give me an example.
So we might get into an argument or something like that, and then she might leave with a male friend or something, and she claims she's just a friend. Like one time, she left with a male friend like at 11 at night, didn't return to the next morning, and just giving me all type of excuses. We was riding around and we was just chilling and stuff like. But I don't know what happened. I don't know what went on.
Were you two living together at the time?
Yes. Male friends are just friends. He knows that. They didn't come around him. All that. It was a time he even allegedly slept with a family member of mine. And I know he did it, and he's denying it, but he did do it.
Let me finish.
He did it. He's going to say he didn't do it, but he did do it. She didn't even deny it. So she never said she didn't do it.
Okay, Mr. Kyle, did you do it?
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
See, she didn't deny it, but it's like
why wouldn't you say no?
She never told her that she did, and then at the same time,
why wouldn't you say you didn't if you did?
At the same time, this had a male friend, and he had a crush on her. So
you're jumping off the topic too quickly.
Oh no!
I want you to address the topic. Did you sleep with a family member of hers?
No, ma'am. And
Did you
that's
have any kind of emotional, romantic, or otherwise touching session with a family member of hers?
No, ma'am. And where this rumor came from is from her male friend that I was just telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
He had a crush on her, and he's coming to her saying that this person and this person told them that I had sex with her. So she asked the other people that were involved, and they're like, we never said nothing like that. And then at the same time, he got a crush on her. So I feel like he was making it up just so he could do something with her.
That was just his defense. He knows that. It's the time I lost weight because of him. Like, I couldn't eat. I was literally depressed. After that stuff happened with the DNA test and all that, waiting on that DNA test to come back, and then the first time it came back, it was, like, inconclusive, so he had to do it again. So then I was really worried, like, yeah, it got to be his. Why wouldn't it just have been negative?
Right.
It was just crazy. It was, like, the worst time. I think that was, like, the most emotional I ever been. Like, I lost weight. I was drinking every day. I couldn't sleep, eat. It was sad. It was bad.
It was bad.
And that was last summer. And I still ended up taking him back through it all. He told me he wouldn't even take me back if that was me. Do you know how that make me feel as a woman? Like, I couldn't even...
he wouldn't take you back if what was you?
He said if the shoe was on the other foot, he wouldn't take me back. And we were broken up, and I still would never mess with one of his friends. Nothing close to it. Nothing. I would never.
Did you say
he wouldn't take me back?
Yeah, I did say that because, I mean, that's just how I feel.
That's crazy.
Like, at the same time, she took me back, but she didn't have to, though. I didn't force her to take me back. So that's just my stance on it. I wouldn't be with her.
And you would have
again.
understood if she didn't take you back.
Yeah, I would have understood.
That would have been something that you wouldn't have done.
Yes,
I got you. Now, she's the mother of your children.
Yes, ma'am.
You're supposed to die to defend her if that is necessary. Yeah. And you can't be a dude and a man and talk about being anything unless you're willing to do that.
Right.
Period. End of story. You say you don't feel protected by Mr. Kyle, and you have a specific story you want to tell me about that. Please do.
It was a time we were at a party, and a guy kind of nudged me, and I came and brought it to Malik's attention, and he didn't do nothing. That was the second time. It was another time I got into a fight with some females. We were all fighting, and some guy pistol with me. Malik acted like he didn't see this. He saw it.
I didn't
Somebody
see that.
Saw it. Didn't even help.
Somebody pistol whipped?
Yes.
By a woman?
During the fight. No, a guy.
A guy hit you in the head with a gun?
Yes.
And he pretended he didn't see you?
Act like he didn't see it.
How do you know he saw you?
How she know
I
she
know he
seen me
saw
when
it.
she's in the middle of a fight?
Everybody was recording, cameras out, but you didn't see it. It don't make sense.
That don't make sense.
Did you see the fight?
Yeah, I seen the fight.
Did you know she was fighting?
It was a whole brawl, like a whole, probably 15, 20 people fighting. I can't focus on one guy.
But why were you not paying attention to your girl?
But you're supposed to focus on her.
Exactly.
If she's in the middle of a brawl, you walk into the brawl, get your woman, and pluck her out. That's what you do.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, ma'am.
Now, she's the mother of your children.
Yes, ma'am.
You're supposed to die to defend her if that is necessary.
Yeah.
And you can't be a dude and a man and talk about being anything unless you're willing to do that.
Right.
Period. End of story.
Yes,
now, I understand your mother is on the phone because she has something she wants to say about this very issue. Mrs. Ewing?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine, Just Toler. How are you?
I am just fine. I'm talking to your daughter and Mr. Kyle here. They're telling me about their relationship. What do you see when you look at their union?
Well, I would love to see them stay together. Mm-hmm. I love Malik as a person, as my to-be son-in-law. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that the relationship can survive the way that it is now. They do too much tit for tat, number one. It's tit for tat. She cheats, so I'm going to go cheat.
Right.
He cheats, so I'm going to go cheat. I mean, you know, they need to grow up, both of them. My daughter is not an angel, but I am sick and tired. She is too beautiful. She is too beautiful. That's my baby. you know, and I would do anything for her. I would have certainly taken a bullet for her.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mrs. Ewing. That was very helpful. I appreciate you taking the time to do that. Did y'all hear what she said?
Yes, ma'am.
What about that tit-for-tat business? Is that an accurate reflection of how you guys run your relationship?
I mean, I guess it could be explained like that, but like I said, at the beginning, it was just, I never did anything like, and I dealt with a lot of cheating from her at the beginning, at the front end of the relationship.
So now you're trying to catch up?
No, not necessarily catch up. I just got tired of, you know, I just got tired of just being head over heels for her, and I'm getting cheated on, guys pulling up to her house while I'm there, and she's leaving with other guys while I'm there.
Now, Ms. Ewing, were you doing all that nonsense?
I just had a lot of male friends. He was always invited. It wasn't nothing like that.
You smiling a bit. I don't know.
She went to a hotel party with her friends, and with her friend, and she and her friend brother, they used to talk, they used to text and stuff. And then they left me at her house while they went to a hotel party for the whole night. It was just like, they claimed that they was trying to give me a ride, but...
Ms. Ewing, let me ask you this question. If he conducted business the way you did with your male friends, with women friends, would you find that distressing?
If he did it the way I did it, I probably wouldn't, because he's allowed around, my male friends are allowed around him and vice versa. Everybody can come together and have a good time. If he has a female friend, he got to sneak and do it and all this crazy nonsense. Like, and he's just a liar. He's just a liar.
Did you understand what he did? No.
I understand that.
I am talking. Young lady, you need to learn when to be quiet. You can't learn anything if you talk when others are talking. You can't hear anything. That's probably one of his problems with you. You say his checks don't match up with his work schedule. Explain that to me.
He works all day, every day. And then he'll
Which is what you're supposed to do.
He'll come home with like a $400 check or something. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Do you know how much he makes an hour? Do you know what his hours are?
I know all day, and it should be way more.
I don't get paid by the hour, Your Honor. I get paid by each job that I do. So some jobs don't pay as much as the next job. So some weeks I might bring in $400, but I get paid every week. So it's like
none of it match.
The hours can't match because I don't get paid.
Did you understand what he did? No.
I understand that.
I am talking. Young lady, you need to learn when to be quiet. You can't learn anything if you talk when others are talking. You can't hear anything. That's probably one of his problems with you. If he doesn't get paid by the hour, then his hours won't match up with the check. If he gets paid by the job, it is determined by the nature of the job and who he is working for. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand that. I didn't mean the hours. I meant, like, the jobs he do, none of it adds up with how much he gets paid. It just doesn't match at all. It doesn't. He knows that.
Have you sat down and talked to him about it? About how much he makes,
but
how
it's
much
like at the
each
same
job
time,
is?
I don't really just want to be in his
I'm still
pocket.
talking and you're jumping right in the middle. You don't understand anything because you don't hear anything. Because you're so busy yapping all the time. You need to stop that.
I'm sorry.
You want $477.86 from this man for the car notes that was 2 months behind. Tell me about that.
It was just a time when he wasn't working and he kind of got off track with the car note or whatever. So I said I would pay it for him. I mean, it's my boyfriend, I was gonna pay it. But then we having all these issues and we keep on having problems and breaking up. I told him, at this point, I just don't want to be together no more. You could just pay me back for this.
And go about your business and be on your way.
Yes.
How long ago did you tell him that?
Maybe last month.
Last month. Did you has he gone on his way or y'all still in the same house?
We still in the same house.
End of story. You don't even have to reply. Let me tell you two something. This is never gonna be, I don't think you guys will ever break up. You might break up at some point, but it's going to be a non-stop washing machine of nonsense that you're going to go on over and over and over again. You two don't listen. You two don't know how to communicate. You two are busy doing tit for tat. You're behaving like you're in high school, 17 years old. Well, he did this. I don't want to look stupid, so I'm going to do that. She's doing that. I don't want to look stupid, so I'm going to do this. You think anything that is short of penetration isn't really sex, so whatever happens, happens. And it is not a good environment in which to raise children. It's not a good environment in which to maintain a relationship. The relationship should be between the two of you. You've got too many side folks in it. If I were to go out all night with a dude, my husband would lose his mind. If you want to maintain a relationship, you have to curb some of the things that you do in order to support that union. You don't support that union with conduct that is not supportive of couples. Whether or not he can go or not go is not the issue. It is whether or not you are woman enough to stop doing some of the things that you used to do when you were single in order to support maintaining a relationship. You want to become a wife, going out and running around with other guys is not a way to get this guy to give you a ring. It just isn't. You guys think that you should do as you need to, feel what you need to do anytime you need to do it. That's not grown folk behavior. It just isn't. Children will do what they see you doing. Do you want your children to repeat this pattern?
No, man.
Do you want your children to have the life that you have, which is unstable, dissolute, disassembled, uncertain, insecure? Do you want that?
No.
Then you have to behave in a manner that allows you to deliver to your children the life that you want them to have. You have to grow up. You had the kids too young. Too late, that cat's out of the bag. But now that you've done that, you need to sit down as a couple and determine how you are going to conduct your business as a couple. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to give you a book. It's called Dear Sonali, to the Daughter I Never Had. It's written to 20-year-old young ladies, just like you, who have a life that is based upon the desire of the moment. The most important thing in your life is having a man and keeping that man, and you don't look at life as an entire picture of things. I wrote about everything from money to love to communication, and I want you to read it so I can have you be in charge of your life. Look at me, look at me, look at me, so you can be in charge of your life instead of having your life in charge of you. You with me?
Yes.
I want you to be happy. I want you to be strong. I want you to be married. I want you to raise rational children, because you don't raise rational children, they'll be robbing people.
Right.
And I'm too old to fight. You with me?
Yes, ma'am.
There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
How are you feeling now after hearing what Judge Lynn had to say today?
I was listening to what she had to say, and I think everything she said was right. And I need to listen more, talk less. I would love to stay with him, but if it don't work out, I'm leaving.
Do you think you'll put a ring on anytime soon if you guys can make this thing work out?
Oh, yeah, definitely. If we can make it work, then it's definitely possible.
9 years in, right?
Yep.
What do you think? Soon?
Yeah, soon. Need to be.
Judge, today's case is to the left.
When I saw this couple's paperwork, I got so confused, I called in an expert. Let's see if he can help me out.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Tonisha Hamilton and Theodis Polk. The two of you been together for 10 years, married for 5 years in Islam, and I want you to talk to me about that in a moment. But we're thinking this thing may not survive. We're not quite sure. Ms. Hamilton, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why we're here in divorce court today?
Okay, so me and Theodis, we have been married for 5 years. We've been together for 10 years. And I actually converted into Muslim for him. Mm-hmm. So if he don't get his stuff together, then I'm gonna leave him.
Well, what's wrong with his stuff?
Well, actually, around the time 2014, I thought everything was gonna be okay. Mm-hmm. You know, it was gonna be the perfect marriage. And so around that time, he started cheating, talking to females on Facebook. I was going through his phone one day, I caught it, and once I broke up with him, he started talking to another woman. This one day, I was coming over to his house, and the lady that he was talking to was there, and she actually engaged in a fight with me. So I actually had to fight this girl because she didn't want to be, she wanted to be with him, but he still wanted to be with me.
Was he there when the fight broke out?
Yes, he was there. It was so embarrassing. He didn't check her. He didn't put her in her place. Like,
you didn't separate the ladies?
Man, look, calm me down. Like, TJ, come get your woman. She beating up on the girl. So I run downstairs. I'm like, okay, now, baby, come on now. I push her up the stairs. My problem, it wasn't to do anything to her or say nothing to her. My problem was to get her upstairs and get that situation.
Now, which her upstairs? Her upstairs or the other her?
No, I'm not pushing her upstairs now.
Well, yeah. Were you with the other lady?
No. We just had a little physical thing.
So you did cheat with her?
It was just a little physical thing. And then it was at a time where I was new to all of this, so I wasn't equipped to.
New to all of what?
Marriage and being in a real relationship. Because before meeting her, I ain't had no real relationship.
So you were just
dilly-dally,
out and about,
Yeah, so when I got with her, I had to adjust to that. I didn't adjust as quickly as I was supposed to, but I did adjust. Now, the incident that she's talking about, I separated them, but the girl knew her role, and with her exclusively.
So the side chick knew, and she knew the side chick.
She wasn't even necessarily a side chick. She was just a thing
When you say she knew her role?
She knew her role. Like, she knew who she was. She knew that she was my woman. We was broken up, so I let that be. I let that be. I was like, all right, we can separate. We can work on ourselves or whatever. But I just let that be. So whoever I'm messing with at the time, it wasn't that much of a big deal to me because it was.
So were you broken up at the time?
Your Honor, yeah, we were broken up. But my thing is, if you say you love me and you took initiative steps to make me your wife, I should have been the main focus. You should have been thinking about how you're gonna make this relationship or marriage work with me instead of trying to go find somebody else. Thank you.
Why did you break up at the time? Was it over the cheating thing in general?
It was because of Facebook, him telling girls that he want girls to come over, all of that.
Right.
And I feel like I converted. I did a big step on converting into Muslim for him and with him, and it was like a slap in the face, that
I did all this for you, and you can't even stay home.
Yeah. After I fought her, he didn't tell her like, hey, yeah, this is who I want to be with. Whatever he didn't. If she did, she wouldn't have fought me.
That was her problem. Like, she felt the type of way because I wouldn't be with her exclusively and I was only with you. She felt some type of way that she couldn't get all of this.
What?
That was her. That ain't my fault. But you not talking.
It is your fault. Let me tell you why, Mr.
Yes,
Polk.
thank you.
If a guy is with two different women, anything that happens as a function thereof is his fault because he made the decision to do that. She didn't bring the woman over there. You did.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this. You say you think that she needs to know more about Islam and that she's not learning. Why don't you talk to me about that?
Well, she's very open-minded, and I try to tell her how things supposed to be and how things should go. But with me doing that, it also contradicts me as a man because I don't necessarily believe everything that the Islamics, how they treat their women necessarily. Like,
I see what you're saying. You would like to do it 50-50.
Yeah, because...
But what does she need to know about Islam that she does not know at this juncture that you feel will assist the two of you?
That sometimes, although I level the playing field between us, she needs to learn how to take the back seat a little bit sometimes. Like just the other day, we was on our way out here, and then I took some money off of my card. I asked her for my card number, took some money off of my card. I didn't tell her what I was doing or how I was doing or what I was doing it for. I did that, then she asked why. I told her why. Oh, I'm finna get some money. Then she asked how, why. Now I'm getting agitated because now you questioning me, and the way you question me makes you feel like
I'm a kid. Like, what you using that money for? Yeah.
Right, exactly.
He's not responsible.
With her doing that, it's like, okay, first of all, I mean, we put our money together, so what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. But this is my side of what I'm bringing to the table. And it's not like I'm taking this money and I'm doing selfish things with it, like going to buy me some stuff.
Well, what were you doing with it?
I brought it home to us.
Oh, just so you had some cash on hand.
Exactly. So
now Ms. Hamilton, are you riding the man? Do you not, are you always at him?
Picking? No, I don't pick. I just think the communication is not where it needs to be as far as if we married. I think when you doing decisions as far as financial or money or anything, I feel like you need to consult with your partner with that, because we go 50-50 on all the bills. We do everything as far as the bills. He's irresponsible with money, so I'm just trying to figure out
Give me an example of a time when he was irresponsible with the money.
Yeah, one day he got paid. The first thing he did was to go buy some weed. Like, he was just thirsty. Like, he was thirsty to go buy some weed. Now, not saying like we had money, all the bills was taken care of and everything, but he could have been like, he could have told me. He don't tell me things. He just do things without consulting. It's not me trying to act like he's a kid, even though I am older than him, but it's the fact that
that was aggressive. Well, listen, when your paperwork said you were married in Islam,
yeah,
but not legally married under the laws of the U.S., I brought somebody who knew more about it.
You said that you've been together 10 years and that you've been married for 5 years. This is not a marriage.
Well, listen, when your paperwork said you were married in Islam,
yeah,
but not legally married under the laws of the U.S., I brought somebody who knew more about it than I did.
Okay.
So I have Imam Bilal Ali, so I don't speak out of school. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm great.
So he says he's married in Islam. Why don't you tell me, just give me the broad strokes of how Islam looks at the business of marriage?
In Islam, it says marriage is half of the faith and that you fear God with the other half. Based on what I heard, this is not an Islamic marriage. This is not a marriage. And the reason I say this, I think that the problem here, both of you are talking and you're not listening. Yeah. Marriage come into people's lives to make them better. I heard her say that she became Muslim because of you. In Islam, it says, La ikraha fi din, that there's no compulsion in religion, that you can't force someone to be part of the religion. She only knows Islam based on what you taught her. Mm-hmm. And if you're teaching her to go to the clubs, if you're teaching her to be like the homeboys in the street, you don't have a marriage, man.
Right.
Regarding marriage, it's a union. But you have to hear her, you see? This relationship, you said that you've been together 10 years and that you've been married for 5 years. What progress have you made? The question that I have, if you had an Islamic marriage, one, you would go according to the principle of Islam, that you hear and listen to each other to work out the problems that you have. You work out the problems that you have based on the books. So my advice to you is that you have to start implementing Islam more in your life, and she will follow.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, you're right.
That was a wonderful explanation, not solely within your religion, but we could all listen to that. I mean, as far as what progress have you made? Have you listened? My job is to make you better. Your job. Wonderful. I'm so glad you came. I don't know what to do.
Thank
Thank you so very much. We appreciate it. I'm gonna ask you one more thing about that. When you say you're married in Islam, do you know what it's about?
Yeah.
Do you practice it? Do you?
Yes. I don't eat pork. I do Ramadan. I do majority of the things.
You're misunderstanding me. And it's not a Muslim thing. It's a religion thing. People will adopt the trappings of religion. Mm-hmm. They'll go to church on Sunday. They stop eating pork. They don't eat during Ramadan. But the Quran is full of things about what you should do every day, how you conduct yourself. It is a religion that is often firmly entrenched in how we treat one another. Y'all can't even talk to one another.
No, we can't.
That is a whole lot. If you are a Muslim, that's a whole lot. If you're a Christian, that's a whole lot. If you're an adult, that's whole lot. That's part of the problem. Everybody thinks that's nothing. It's huge.
I mean, I know it's a lot of stuff that I'm not doing that I'm supposed to be doing in the Muslim culture. I think as long as I try to be my best and be as good and practice it as good as I can, because we all make mistakes. Some of the things that I'm doing, like tattoos and stuff, that's not in the, you're not supposed to tattoo your body and stuff like that, so.
But you're talking about things, not beliefs and desire. You're talking about stuff. Like, am I supposed to do something on Friday and not on a Saturday? That's just stuff. Real religion is in the tenets about how you, what your spirit is and how you behave. And I don't think that you're reading those parts. You're reading the stuff parts, but you're not getting the centeredness out of it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, like, I feel like some things in the Quran I try to do, especially with the spiritual thing. Like, when people nasty, it says something about, like, when people nasty to you, you know, just still be yourself and still treat them with kindness. Even though, you know, they doing you wrong, you don't do them wrong.
And you just
That's
told me
spiritual
not
thing.
2 minutes ago that you speak to him all poppy because you know that if you did it to him, you'd be mad.
Yeah.
So that's contrary to that. You talk about things that you know are in there, but you don't practice them.
I try.
No, I don't think you even know how to try.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think you know how. The first thing you have to do anything like that is act in opposition to how you feel. That's what all of the books are about. Everybody wants to be angry. Everybody wants to be, you know what I mean? But you have to act, this is what I want to yell at him, but it doesn't do any good, so I'm not gonna. Do you see what I'm...
That's what I do sometimes.
I don't. Sometimes
That's a learner.
That's how I feel on the inside. I really don't be one to, but it be like, dang.
You don't have any idea what I'm talking about. I mean, not a clue. And I don't know where I'm going to go with this. I'm lost in the sauce of trying to educate you. You have to be a better emotional manager in order to be a good wife, a good Muslim, or a good anybody. And I don't think you're a good emotional manager. You probably ain't one either.
No, I'm not. I ain't going to sit there and say
But you're not going to argue with me about it. She will.
This a front.
No, it ain't. This is how I'm...
I said he's not a good emotional manager, but he's not arguing with me, and that's true. He's not a good emotional manager. You don't even listen. You disagreed with what I said, which was exactly what you said. In order to be in a relationship with anybody, you first have to be well-centered and solid within yourself. If you're not well-centered and solid within yourself, anything that he does, good, bad, or otherwise, is going to throw you all over the place. And I think that you need to look inward a bit more as opposed to outward. I don't know if this relationship is going to last or not. Mr. Polk, I know you were doing the wrong thing. I don't think you really know what Islam is about or any religion. I think that you... No, I don't.
No,
I mean, you know
I do.
what I mean?
Like, I practiced it for a while. But
you practice it, you don't eat...
No, not even that. It was... I was deeply into the Quran. I was deeply into it. I was reading it a lot. I was trying to learn as much as I can.
Was the side chick into it, too?
Nah. She ain't had nothing to do with nothing. She wasn't that important to me to bring her in or anything like that.
But you shared your body with her, though.
Exactly. And I can't be that important.
That is a whole lot.
Thank
if
you.
If you're a Muslim, that's a whole lot.
Thank
if you're a Christian, that's a whole lot. If you're an adult, that's a whole lot. That's part of the problem. Everybody thinks that's nothing. It's not nothing. It's huge.
It is.
It's absolutely the most vulnerable, the most, I mean, you can pass along diseases, some of which cannot be cured. You can create a life. This is a huge, huge, huge thing. It's not something to do when Netflix doesn't have nothing on.
And Your Honor, you can see, as you can see, Your Honor, even with sex, the girl was going crazy over sex, and she tried to fight me. So obviously, sex is something, because if that was all that they had, and she was going crazy trying to fight me, then...
It's never like that anyway.
It was like that.
No, it wasn't. She was beating up on her. She had feelings for you.
Technically, she beat her up.
If she had feelings for me, that's her problem, not mine.
I'm so angry, tired, and confused, I just want to leave. Now what, you wanted money from him? You're not going to leave him. You want $250 for a pair of shoes. What you talking about?
Yeah, come
on.
Yes, I do. What you talking about? Yes,
well, tell me about it.
Because those shoes was expensive. Those shoes was expensive, and he let his brother, he sold them to his brother because I guess they ain't have them in his size or something. That is just rude and disrespectful.
They're your shoes?
No, I bought them for him. They was $250.
First of all, y'all can't afford those shoes. $250.
At that time, yeah, I could.
No, you couldn't.
Look, what had happened to the shoes? No, what had happened to the shoes?
Say nothing further. Once you give a gift to somebody that is no longer yours, it belongs to them. He can light it on fire, he can throw it in the ocean, he can give it away, he can tear it up because they belong to him. That's what a gift is. So you have no ongoing claims to it. You can't get $250 back. What I would suggest for the two of you to do is to stop being pretend Islamic married and go home, get some education, do some growing up, you know, separate for a while, figure out who you are as people, and then once you've done that, and once you've come to some kind of solid center and understanding about who you are and what you need to do and where you need to be, you know, then get back together. But whatever you do, don't ever come back here. There will be no recovery in this man. Thank you.
Judge Lynn had a lot to say today. I mean, she was a little confused, but she had a lot to say. What's your reaction on how things went down?
I think she made some good points. It's some stuff that we need to work on, but she hit some keynotes.
Judge Lynn pretty much told you guys that you need to separate.
Separating, that ain't gonna work because last time we separated, we both did stuff that we didn't approve on. So now we just gotta keep looking forward and try to make things better.
Judge, today's case is Lonely Nights.
Today, I have a couple before me that has been together for over 10 years. Now it seems they're drifting apart. Let's see if I can't get them back together.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Christina Fitzgerald and Ramon Torres. The two of you have been together for 10 years and married for 2. I'm going to start with you, Ms. Fitzgerald. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why we're here in divorce court today?
Well, lately it's been really rocky. You know, he just not coming home, getting hotel rooms, and sometimes he don't even call at all, you know, and I got proof. I have some evidence here that I found recently in his glove box and in the car. And
when you say he's not coming home, how long does he stay away from home?
Sometimes for days.
For days?
Yeah, he go missing for days.
And what does he say when he gets back?
Oh, he said, well, he don't really have a good enough excuse, but it's usually he don't want to be fighting. He don't want to, you know, this or that. And it's like, it's more than that. I just have my suspicions, and it's like, you know, what's really going on?
Mr. Torres, why are you away from home?
Because we have like 8 people that live there.
No, we don't.
And
no, we don't.
I mean, I come home from work, and it's like I'm stuck in the room all the time, all my time. I don't have time to go out and sit in the living room or watch TV, you know, or. Because we have like about 6 more additional family members that live there.
Is a whole lot of family living in the house with you?
He can't count. There's only 4.
6 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 total. And you feel like you're not free to roam about your own home because everybody's in there.
I can't walk, you know, people want to be comfortable in their home, walk around their drawers or something, you know.
Right, I hear you.
I can't be like do that, you know, and I come home and she got like some friends of hers that will be there sitting on the couch. You know, all hours of the night. You know, and that's a friend of hers.
So where do you go, though?
Well, I go to a hotel right by my work.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I like my peace and quiet sometimes, you know? It's not that I'm doing anything. It's just I go there to relax, to, you know.
It would be weird for me if my husband didn't come home and went to a hotel room. I get that. In the past, though, has he ever cheated on you? Have you ever caught him?
Well, I've never caught him in the act, per se, but his actions and just little clues that I be finding.
Well, let's see the clue in your hand. What do we have right here?
Well, right here, Your Honor, this is a card that I found in the glove box. Uh-huh. And it was like always there. It was a Father's Day card, so it was recent. And it was just screaming, you know, more than just a friend. So blessed and honored to have you in my life, buddy, that kind of stuff. And I'm like...
But, Your Honor, we had a barbecue for her birthday, and this brother comes up, you know, the barbecue just walks right by me, doesn't even know who I am. Uh-huh. And, you know, then she gets mad at me later, and she's like, what, he's just a friend, you know, and you scared him away. He comes and leaves her a email, you know, and says, what, we're just friends, and shows a picture of his penis, right? Yeah, so I get mad, I ask her about it, she talks about, you know, what did I say to him, or what, she was more worried about what I say to him.
You jumped in my bed. You got the mail before I did.
But she was mad at me. So I was like, she showed a picture of his thing, you know, and I'm like, I was disappointed, you know, and I wasn't mad, I was just disappointed.
I don't either. Did some guy send you a picture of his situation?
If he says so, I didn't get to see the message. I didn't get to see it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No, I did not.
So you deleted it before she saw it?
No, I didn't delete it.
He would go through my emails, he would go through my phone messages, and he would intercept all, you know, and some of these are legitimate jobs that I would have lined up, and I wouldn't even get them, you know, and it would be like...
Mr. Torres, are you going through her stuff and worrying about what she's doing? And
that she goes through my stuff. You just see, she just went grabbed my car and got that stuff. You know, I don't.
You won't even let me see your phone.
Because I don't want to start another argument.
Okay, there it is right there.
Do you think she's ever cheated on you? Are you at all suspicious of her?
I think she has. But
why?
Because she's always accusing me of doing it.
I'm always at home, waiting for you to come home. So, you know, what's really going on?
What is really going on, Mr. Torres? Is it just because there are other people there?
No,
and can't you disinvite them?
It's just how she talks to me. She'll start...
Explain that to me.
She'll start cussing at me or yelling at me or...
What were you yelling about?
We couldn't find our driver. We couldn't... It was a little mix-up, but I went around... It's just
what are you yelling at him for?
It's like he's helpless all the time. Like,
well, why were you yelling at him, though? If you couldn't find the driver.
I wasn't yelling at him. I was trying to get his attention because there's, you know, people going back and forth. I was like, Ramon, you know, and but he always comes out like with the sensitiveness, like you always talk to me different, like you talk to other people. You always nice to other people.
She'll get mad if I burn the spaghetti. Like one time I burnt the spaghetti and she sent me home.
Come on.
Did you send him home?
Yeah, and another time there was no toilet paper in the house, and she sent me home. She told me to get out.
That was a long time.
Did you say?
But she did. See, I told you.
It was more like a final straw kind of thing, you know. Yeah,
and
it just
that spaghetti was just the last thing you want. It was the last of many things.
You know, he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't watching the spaghetti.
I know that you're angry with him a lot. I figured that out, and I can't figure out why. I mean. The staying in the hotel thing, that's a little deep.
Okay.
It
and the
really
money that he
is a little
spends
deep.
on the hotel room, excuse me, I mean, the money he spends on the hotel room could be going towards her household
finances. I wouldn't
finances.
mind that. But my fare is 6 people fare, not, you know what I mean?
6 people fare.
If everybody puts in their own share,
when I ask him
that they're staying there, I don't mind paying stuff. That's my wife.
My husband bring 4 people to live in my house. I'm going to a hotel too. Don't nobody want to come home to a whole house full of other folk family. They can stay for a few days. But you got them there long term. Do you think you might be...
Even if they're in the garage?
...the source of your own problem?
You know, I didn't really look at it that way, really. I mean, but I can understand where he's coming from, you know. However, to me, that's just an excuse.
No,
that's another excuse to stay
She talks about her sex life, Your Honor.
You was going to be mad, so anyway, so I just didn't come home.
Your Honor, she talks about her sex life. Who wants to do all that stuff when all the people are in there? You know?
I didn't want to hear about it, so I understand.
Exactly.
I understand completely.
He lies about it. He lies about everything. He lies when he ain't gotta lie.
What other things has he lied about?
Just the coworker, they ended up being an old friend. He looked up. He looked up this old friend, and then it lended her $200.
Did you lend it $200?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
That money could go into
but
the
it came back
household.
right back to me.
You two are talking to me as a married couple, but you don't have any shared experiences. You know what I mean? You're talking all over here, and you're talking all, and both of you seem like really nice people. And I don't see, this card was a nice Happy Father's Day card. That's all it was.
Oh, from first it was a coworker. Everybody's always an old married nurse, the ugly, this or that. But it wasn't even a
But
coworker.
if you got the hots from somebody,
It wasn't
you
a
don't send them
coworker,
a Father's Day card. You know what I mean? That's not sexually alluring. Father's Day means you an old dude to me. That's not how to get somebody.
It wasn't addressed to him, and it wasn't signed. It was like, I'm so blessed and honored to have you in my life.
Wishing you a blessed Father's
That's
Day.
not a coworker. That's not a coworker sentiment. To
But
me,
it isn't a lover sentiment either.
Well,
he's like Big Brother kind of thing.
Well, when you go on and you got little bread trail crumbs, you know, leading like to little things like, okay, hotel rooms, boom, a card in it. It must have meant something to you. He kept it. But he lies about it. He lies about everything. He lies when he ain't got to lie.
What other things has he lied about?
Just the coworker, they ended up being an old friend. He looked up. He looked up this old friend, and then it lended her $200.
Did you lend it $200?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
That money could go into
but
the
it came back
household.
right back to me. You know, she
Did
said
she
that
give it
money
back?
could go back to the family, but yet if the family pitched in, what should we worry about my little $200 for? I mean, I understand.
Oh, little $200. And what
Is your family pitching in at home?
Yeah, actually, yeah, they
Really?
do. Yeah.
Significantly?
My family member helped us get the money for the water bill when it got cut off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because...
But that seems like a singular event. It doesn't seem like it's an ongoing thing.
However, my family member does do things around the house that I feel like he should be doing himself.
Oh.
But when he refers to our house as, that's your house.
Your Honor.
Well, does he pay bills there?
He does when he feels like it.
Your Honor, I pay for the...
Not when they do,
Her
but when it
storage,
feels like
which we shouldn't have. We should have to pay for storage if she has, you know, we shouldn't have to pay storage if we have a garage that people are staying in, you know?
What, you just have a lot of junk? You have a lot of stuff?
No. We got people staying in our garage, and I have to pay storage somewhere else, you know?
That's just
so the people can
things that
stay
we
in the
fight and
garage.
arguing about and stuff.
And then she's just controlling. She wants to, if I'm not home by, okay, I get off at 10:30. If I'm not home by 10:38, and I live, like, when I drive 15 miles to work, it's like, you're cheating on me. You're cheating on me. And my friends at work, they get mad at me. They're like,
when
you can't
come
even
home
have a
at
beer
2:30
with
in the
us after
morning,
work.
when you come home at 2:30 in the morning, you get up at 10:30.
But this is why-
that
How
kinda
often
makes
does
me,
he come home at 2:30 in the morning?
For a while there, it was almost every night.
And what were you doing out till 2:30 in the morning?
2:30 in the morning, Your Honor.
Well, how about 1:30? What were you doing?
I was just out with my friends, just winding down, man, having a bar, drinking just a little bit, because I'm a diabetic. But, you know, I don't want to drive drunk.
How can you stay mad at him? He's just so adorable.
Let him live with you for See how
Good point.
She's nice to everybody else, but she's not nice to me. She could yell at me, you know, and I don't like to fight. I'm a Desert Storm veteran, okay? I've seen my war, and I don't like to fight. And sometimes she thinks I'm too soft. I'm not soft. I just know how to pick my battles.
If I could do one thing for you, Ms. Fitzgerald, what would it be? Would it be just to get him to come home? And if you came home, would you be nice to him?
Yeah, I would.
When he comes home now, are you nice to him?
She likes to argue at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I try. You know, I'm a good woman. I come home. I'm home waiting. I cook dinner.
You don't cook dinner. Wait, were you dreaming about it?
Were you dreaming about
He
it?
likes to exaggerate. No, but just the communication. I would really like for the communication to be open. Him to give me the respect. If he ain't gonna be home, call me, let me know. Don't block me. You know, he blocks.
You block your wife?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not her Facebook page. I block her because she starts cussing at me. Or this, that.
No. See, you paint
I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that.
He paints an ugly picture.
No one thinks you're an ugly person, Mrs. Fitzgerald. You're not coming off like that at all. You're coming off as scared. You're coming off as not feeling secure in love.
He's a runner too.
I do
He's
run.
a runner.
What do you mean he's a runner?
Well, he gets scared about something or whatever. He'll just take off. I don't have that security.
Yeah.
In our relationship.
Because he doesn't deal and cope with the problem.
No, exactly.
He just takes off. He drifts away instead of handling the situation.
Exactly.
So you're there wondering, is this the time that he's going to go and stay gone? And so by the time he gets back, you're so frightened and agitated and irritated, you start throwing F-bombs because you've been so jacked up for 2 days waiting on it.
And I don't like to be,
I got you. I'm with you, Mr. Torres.
Your Honor,
if you could get me to give you one thing from her, what would it be?
Tell her just to be nice. That's all. And she's nice to everybody else, but she's not nice to me. She could yell at me, and I don't like to fight. Your Honor, I'm a Desert Storm veteran. Okay, I've seen my war, and I don't like to fight. And sometimes she thinks I'm too soft. I'm not soft. I just know how to pick my battles, and I don't like fighting with her, and I don't like fighting with anybody. I'd rather
just stay away.
Yeah.
You don't really think he's cheating, do you?
Well, then give me the respect and give me the honor.
Oh, Your Honor, too. She has one ex, and he'd call her baby doll all the time. I mean, I didn't like that. He was calling, this dude was calling her baby doll and stuff. That's my baby. That's my wife,
I don't know his friend.
You know what, though, Mr. Torres?
Yes, ma'am.
When's the last time you called her that? When's the last time you're my baby?
I called her
You're my baby doll. When's the last time?
I called her that last night. I was like, babe, come here.
No.
Was it like that?
I call him Sugar Bear, and he called me Sugar Toes. So that's our pet names, So, but he ain't called me none of that in a long time.
I think you're two wonderful people. Just two nice,
He needs to take
sweet,
me out more.
good people. And what you need to do is step up, step in, go home, and be nice to her.
Okay.
Now, when he tries to be nice to you, you return it with nice.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about the water bill. I don't want to hear about the people in your garage. I don't want to hear about the storage. I want, when he's nice, you be nice.
Okay.
Just do it for 15 minutes
Or
one
when
day.
he go to a hotel,
Just
at least
for
call
fun.
me and tell me to come down there. What?
Like that.
I brought her out here, right?
Oh. Well, this don't count. This is divorce court. You know what I mean? Mr. Torres, I think you're a good guy. I think you just got so used to not facing the troubles at the crib that you just kind of drifted off and you left her alone and scared to death. And what you need to do is you need to have contact with her, to call her, to come home. Ask her to come see you where you are. Think of something to do when she gets there. It's a solvable problem. I don't think she wants much. I just think she wants to feel like she's important to you. And I don't think she feels important to you. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this to you, Miss Fitzgerald. I don't know what's happening at your house. I don't know who's there, why they're there, or how long they stand. But you got to respect a man's spot. Do you know what I mean? Don't let other people be the reason your man don't come home.
I agree.
And you might need... Move your stuff back in the garage, and with the money you save from that storage, find them somewhere to go for a hot minute. And after a hot minute, it ain't your problem no more.
That's where
you know
we're
what I mean?
right
and get your man back in the house. And when he comes back in the house, don't fuss at him about whatever. Because you know why he was gone. Now we're getting him back in there. And we're going to call him Sugar Bear. You know what I mean?
That's what
you're
I'm saying.
You're going to rub that little bald head.
Nobody in the house, right?
And you're going to say, oh, it's so good to see you. And then you're going to say, oh, Sugar Toes. I'm so glad to be home. You look wonderful. And then when all the people out of the house, you walk around, no clothes on, nobody say nothing.
That's right.
Just enjoy each other. You're good people.
Yeah.
Nobody cheating, nobody doing the wrong thing. You just got in a habit of not doing the right thing. And the right thing is I'm gonna take 5 minutes out of my day and make sure this woman feels loved. And you gonna meet that with kindness and love in return.
Yes.
Okay, Sugar Bear? You all right, Sugar Toes?
That's right. I'm okay.
There will be no recovery in matter. This matter is adjourned. You guys are cute.
Thank you. Hey, baby. Sugar Bear, Sugar Toes, look at you guys holding hands. We feeling good after speaking with Judge Lynn today?
I know I am. She made me fall in love all over again. I just want her to go back to the hotel.
You think you guys can clear some room and spend some more time together?
Definitely. That's the only way we're gonna be able to do it.
Yeah. Well, you guys are staying here tonight. We know that.
Yes.
We're gonna give you some alone time tonight.
Okay. Tomorrow's her birthday, and we're gonna
birthday
go
tomorrow.
That's right.
Any plans for the birthday, girl?
We're
gonna tear it up.
Yeah, we're gonna tear it up out here.
Judge, today's case, tapped out.
Marriage is a lot of work. The plaintiff today, however, says that the defendant never tried at all. Let's see if he did put in some effort.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Latasha Murray and Christopher McDaniels. The two of you have been married for 2 years, but you've been separated for 1. Ms. Murray, you have brought Mr. McDaniels here seeking $400 for the cost of the ring that you had to pawn, and you will tell me why momentarily. But before you do, I'm going to start by asking you, tell me about your marriage and why we're here today.
Well, Christopher McDaniels, he abandoned me over about a year ago to go be with a he met off of Facebook that lives over in Illinois. We decided to separate because I caught him talking to her, through his phone. So we separated, but we stayed in the house together. But we were still communicating. I would cook for him, feed him. We would drink coffee every morning. So one morning, it was like, no coffee, no Christopher. I messaged his phone, he blocked me. I called it, I was blocked off his social media, everything. So I go look in his room, everything was gone. He left with no words.
Mr. McDaniels, did that happen?
Yes, it did.
Tell me what occurred and why it occurred.
It occurred because I got tired of the same patterns, going in the same circle, and I felt like I had to make a wise decision in order to get myself out of the situation that I was in.
Okay, give me a picture of the pattern that had begun.
As far as her cheating, I felt like she was cheating. You know,
Stop.
She will always be on social media. She will always be communicating with other guys. Let me talk.
No.
Let me talk.
Tell the truth. Ms. Murray, stop.
I'm sorry,
Mr.
Your Honor.
McDaniels?
Yeah, so she would always be messaging other guys. So the point where I started talking to the woman that I'm with now, I started talking to her because she was always on social media and everything. So I felt like, okay, if she's on,
this is the way we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it too.
I'm gonna do it too.
No, but
when I started talking to her, me and her, we instantly had a good vibe. You know, we had
he put more effort
conversations that
to her than he did
me and her
with me.
Couldn't have.
Right, I got you.
You know, so that
Ms.
was part
Murray,
of my
were you on social media all the time? Were you entertaining other dudes?
I was on social media, and he was too. He lived in his phone. I lived in my phone. And he
not like how you.
Stop. Go ahead.
He made me feel like I was single. I mean, really. I've never in any relationships ever felt like that. He didn't communicate with me at all. It was like no affection towards him. I asked him what was the problem. Was it my weight? Was it I lost 80 pounds trying to please see if that was the problem. Guys would message me, and he would go in my phone and see people messaging me. I at one point felt insecure, and the attention felt good because I wasn't getting it from him. Like zero.
Well, had you two kind of fallen into your phones to such an extent that you failed to feed the marriage?
Yes.
I would say no.
Yes.
I would say that
Yes.
Even before...
Well, I got the yes from you. Now let me hear from him.
I would say that even before me and her met, she was always on her phone. That's nothing new. You know, she was always doing it. And when I got with her, she was like, oh, I'm gonna stop being on social media. I'm gonna drop these two dudes, these two guys that were always messaging you. You said you was gonna drop them, and it was gonna be.
He would go in my phone and block people.
I had to go in your phone and block
I had to ask him to stop communicating with people too. He was still communicating with his ex that he was with when I met him. Every time he got mad.
Did both of you have inappropriate relationships, even though they were only electronic, but inappropriate conversations and conduct with people other than the other one? Is that accurate?
It's true, but if Christopher at any point would have said, I want this to work, he never once, even when we were separated, he said he was going to be single. I would have fought harder for my marriage. He said, I'm not going to be with nobody. I need to work on me. But the whole time he was lying. I at any point, I just wanted him to tell me, like, I love you, we're going to work on this. He never put any effort at all. It was only me.
I felt like you ain't putting no effort into it either.
How?
Because you were always
he's selfish.
On social media.
He's very
Hang on. Tell me what kinds of things you did to feed the marriage, and then I'm going to ask you, did you see or acknowledge those things? So go ahead, tell me what you were doing that he wasn't.
I pretty much did everything in this relationship. When I had money, we would go out and do things. When Christopher got money, he never took me anywhere. He would take his money and go hang out with his buddies. Like, I always cook. It wasn't nothing I didn't do. I tried. Like, I really did try. He didn't. I'm a talker, and I feel like if something's not right, I'm going to talk about it. And I wanted to talk to him. He wouldn't. He would get mad because I wanted to talk. He walk around with headphones on all day long.
Mr. McDaniels, now, just relax. Take that in. She says she cooked. She said she tried to talk to you. She said she would take her money so you guys could go out together. Did those things happen?
Yes, those things did happen.
Mm-hmm. Don't you see that as an effort to feed the marriage?
At the time, no, I didn't.
Really? What were you doing while she was doing that, which we clearly must designate as efforts to make the marriage successful?
Okay.
What were you doing to make the marriage successful?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Do you see that, though, Mr. McDaniels, do you see where I've led you to?
Yes.
She was trying to make the marriage work. You did not reciprocate. Do you get that part?
We barely had sex. He tried to make it like I was I felt like a creep sometimes because I always had to initiate it. Like, he didn't touch me like you want to feel some kind. I wanted to feel like he wanted me. But he didn't, so I had to initiate it. Therefore, it looked like I wanted sex all the time. But I feel like he had more sex with his phone than me.
Mr. McDaniels, your response to that? She felt abandoned intimately.
I did show her affection, but I didn't show her affection in the way that she wanted me to show her affection.
Explain that to me.
As far as, like, me and her being in the room together, I'm fine with that. We can be in the same room together. We don't have to talk all the time. And when she say, I like to talk.
We sit in the room together, Judge, we could be in the room together for 2 hours saying nothing. That's why
but I'm fine with that. As long as we in the room together. I'm around you every day. I see you every day. I'm in your face every day.
I got you, Mr. McDaniels. Let me get, and I ain't mad. I'm just going to give you a heads up. Okay, about women?
Ever since the beginning of our relationship, it's about what's on your mind. You a good person.
He's a liar.
I like what you do.
Like, we barely had sex. And then when we did, it was a couple minutes.
Listen, Mr. McDaniels, I never make a man defend that one. So you want to speak to it, you can, but I ain't going to require it. First part is you can't love people in the way that you want to be loved. Do you see what I'm saying? If my husband took me to a whole bunch of baseball games on my birthday, that ain't gonna get nowhere. He loves baseball, I don't. But so sometimes you have to give the person what they need, not what you would like. That's how you do a relationship. And number two about women, we want to talk to you.
Yes.
I don't care which one you get, we're going to want to talk to you. Now, sometimes we talk too much.
Sometimes I do.
Run. Makes them crazy. You got to pull it back. But you got to talk to us some.
There's
And
no way we should sit in a room together for 2 or 3.
Whenever we do talk, we have excellent conversations. We have good conversations. But we don't talk every day. I feel like I don't
How often do you want her to talk to you?
Exactly.
I can say that most of the time I do be in my own world.
He live in his own world.
I do be in my own world.
Yes.
But
Why'd you
I just
marry
feel
her?
like why did I marry her?
Why'd you marry her?
Because I loved her.
I don't feel like he ever loved me.
Now let the man finish his thought, okay?
She always say that, but that's the thing that I can't get around. You know, I would tell her, you do look beautiful.
He never complimented me, ever. Not once.
But she bring up insecurities that she bring up her own insecurities that she's dealing with and throws them in my face and tries to make me deal with. Like she'll say, I'm not attracted to her because of her weight. And ever since
let the man finish.
Ever since the beginning of our relationship, I've always told her it's not about your weight. It's about what's on your mind. You a good person.
He's a liar.
I like what you do.
He never talked to me like that.
Miss Murray,
lying, though.
Miss Murray,
So I never told her that.
Miss Murray,
I did.
I will sit you down,
Please
and
don't.
then I will put you out.
Please don't. I'm sorry.
Mr. McDaniels, go right ahead, sir.
So, you know, I've always told her that she was beautiful and that her weight did not matter to me, but she will always bring it up and throw it in my face.
Was she heavy when you married her?
I was bigger than her.
Was she heavy when you married her?
Yes.
Doesn't that tend to demonstrate to you that your weight is not a problem because he committed to you when you were even bigger than you are now?
But he didn't touch me, so it felt like a problem. We barely had sex, and then when we did, it was a couple minutes.
Listen, Mr. McDaniels, I never make a man defend that one. So you want to speak to it, you can, but I ain't gonna require it.
Yeah, it did last couple. It was good. When you in love with somebody and you intimate with them, it's gonna be like that.
And to be honest, most of the time, that's why I did want to have sex, because it was the only way I could get any kind of touch or intimacy from him. Like, he never just walk up to me and hug me or touch me, none of that. Yeah. So that was the reason why.
So you say that one of the reasons you believe he doesn't pay any attention to you because he's smoking all the time.
Ring gone.
Hey, well, I got that part.
She did pawn it, and the ticket.
Did she pawn it for you?
Yes, she did pawn it for me.
And what did you do with the money?
I smoked it up.
One of the reasons you believe he doesn't pay any attention to you because he's smoking all the time.
All the time. He had a very expensive habit. He has bad anxiety, and I would borrow money because I didn't want to be around when he was acting like a monster.
So he would smoke himself calm?
Yes. He couldn't sleep at night if he didn't. And his problem became my problem. I couldn't even get my eyebrows arched because every $10, $20 I had gave to him.
Mr. McDaniels, were you puffing your way to oblivion?
I wouldn't say oblivion. I would say it was
to Mars.
To deal with what I was dealing with.
What were you dealing with?
It was the fact that, you know, every day it was a house full of
enemy.
people.
His worst enemy.
Every day.
Hang on, house full of people. Tell me about that. Who was in there?
My kids.
Her children and their friends.
You do have 9 children, right?
But they all don't live with me.
Okay, how many live with you right now?
4. And it was always like that.
We have your daughter on the phone. Miss Kathy Murray?
Yeah, I'm here. Good morning, Judge.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Just fine. I understand you would like to share with us some of your thoughts on this union. Could you please?
First of all, Chris ain't He's a freaking leech. He never stepped up to be the man he was supposed to be. I told his mom she was too good for him. Chris is a sorry excuse of a man. He acts like a child. He sits on his while my mom provided everything for us. She needs to divorce his sorry today.
Well, thank you, Ms. Murray. I appreciate your input. It was straight to the point. Thank you so much.
welcome.
The last thing you complained about, Ms. Murray, is that he can't hold a job. Tell me about his employment history.
What employment history? He'll get it every couple paychecks he's done.
Do you get a couple paychecks then quit?
Yeah. Yeah, I would, but...
How did you think that was going to work out? What's your employment game plan?
It was, at that time...
He wanted to be a rapper. Stop. I don't even like rap, but I liked his songs.
But
he's good.
As far as my employment, I felt like I didn't have a lot of options. You know, I would work warehouse jobs where I would have to stand up 12 hours a day, or...
He stands up 12 hours a day.
I would have to get a restaurant job being a dishwasher, or, you know, but I'm trying to do better. I want to do better.
What's wrong with that, though, to get started with? What's wrong with that?
It ain't nothing wrong with it to get started, but my mind is bigger than that.
He got enough money so he could smoke, and that was
than that. So
you can think while you loading that dishwasher. You can be thinking up your lyrics. You can be busting those tables and thinking the whole time. Do you know what I'm saying? No, you can think through what you want to do. And aren't rappers supposed to like have the lyrics in their head? You should be practicing and keeping your rhythm. I said, with the holes in the street. I got money. With the holes in the street. I apologize on behalf of all rapdom for that. So tell me about the $400.
I pawned my ring for him, and when he left, I didn't get the pawn ticket. He was gone. I couldn't get it out. And I kept asking him, like, I don't want to lose my ring. And he said, well, I don't know where the ticket is, so I lost it.
Do you have something, a receipt or something? Mr. McDaniel, you tell me about that ring. What happened? Where is it?
The ring gone.
I got that part. But how did it get gone? What did you do?
She did pawn it, and the ticket...
Did she pawn it for you?
Yes, she did pawn it for me.
And what did you do with the money?
I smoked it up.
And he left me.
And then left?
Yeah.
That was your final act?
Yep.
He got his last paycheck and...
Smoked up your... I got it. I got it. Let me say this to you. Ms. Murray, you're a lovely woman. You talk too much, but you're a lovely woman. You wanted to have a marriage. You went in there with your best effort. You went in there with your love, your heart, and you tried to make it work. Mr. McDaniels, I think you were looking to be supported.
Yep.
I think that you had absolutely no intention of trying to make this marriage work. What you wanted to do was have a roof over your head, food in your stomach, a sense of security, and you had absolutely no intention of giving her anything in return. You didn't like the kids there, so you put your earphones on and you just sat around and you didn't contribute at all to the marriage. You got annoyed when she talked to you. You get your own soda pops. You never got anything for anybody else, and you got annoyed that they were there. You were annoyed that they actually wanted you to contribute in some meaningful way to the marriage. So the last thing you did before you packed up and walked off without telling her anything was get her to pawn something that was important to her, smoke it up, and then bounce with another woman. You will be paying Ms. Murray $400. It is so ordered.
Thank you, Judge.
What's going through your mind now after speaking with the judge today?
I just still feel really confused about what happened. I still have feelings for Christopher, but I know that we don't belong together.
So, judge kind of called you out and said that you really were never there for her, here for this marriage. So, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. That was 2 years ago. Things are different nowadays, and she got her opinion. It is what it is.
Judge, today's case is Player of the Year.
Social media is out there beating the living daylights out of love. I'm going to try to help this couple out who are being tortured by a troll.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Jordan Cochran and Torian Brown. The two of you have been together for 2 years. Ms. Cochran, you are seeking $400 from Mr. Brown, and we will talk about that momentarily. But before we do, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you're here in divorce court today?
Well, Your Honor, to be completely honest with you, since the very beginning, I knew that Torian was a player. But just recently, I found out that he was into bigger women. He's like a chubby chaser, you know. He's into BGW women. He's into women that are obviously bigger. If you take a look at myself, I'm not really, that big of a woman, So that being said, I'm definitely here because there's a lot of issues.
What makes you think that he likes larger women? Which, by the way, ain't nothing wrong with it. But why do you believe that he prefers women of a different body type than your own?
Well, Your Honor, just recently I found out that he had a dating website. That he's seeking, BBW women as, the headline.
I thought BBW meant big booty women. That's what I thought. Personally, that's what I thought. I didn't think it was about bigger women. I thought it was about big booty.
Mr. Brown, let me ask you this, though. Even if it was big-bootied women, isn't that inappropriate when you're already in a committed relationship with somebody else?
The profile that I had was from college, from back in like 2012, 2013. I just never changed it.
That's not true, Your Honor.
The only thing I changed up there was that I had a daughter.
You're lying. You're lying.
I did.
You're lying.
Stop. Go ahead. The only thing what?
That I changed on the profile was that I had a daughter up there. And I was like, my daughter's 2 years old. She's about to turn 3. That's the only thing I changed up there.
So you took your daughter off and left the big booty women on there?
No. I left the big booty women up there and I added my daughter up there. That's the only thing I added to the profile.
Yeah. But why do you still have a profile on a dating site while you're in a committed relationship? I can handle this, Mrs. Cochran.
Well, I have the dating website because I just don't know how to delete it. But also that I found out that she was like texting other dudes and stuff, so I just kept it.
I don't know much about technology, but I can delete stuff.
That's all.
Your Honor, this man is such a player to the point where his exes reach out to me. I had one particular ex wrote me on social media.
And what did she say?
She told me that Torian was, doing sexual favors for her.
I was not doing
What did she say specifically? Say, hi, how are you? I'm so-and-so. Was she?
Well, not really. So, we obviously have social media. He'll post, like, little small things, like, just... He never really, like, mentions me or, like, tags me in it. But, if you're another woman, you obviously know that this guy has, a woman.
Just don't see it.
Stop.
So, she'll put, like, laughing emojis. Like, she's basically, like, trolling. She's a big troll.
She puts laughing emojis, and you get from laughing emojis to sexual.
No. She actually DM'd me and told me that they were together and that he was doing sexual favors for her in her car.
She's like, no. You were trolling her.
I was trolling her.
You guys got into an argument.
So now I'm a troll, right?
You guys were trolling each other. You guys got into an argument, and then. She said that because she was trying to get under your skin because you guys are going back and forth.
A troll's job is to misdirect your day and get you emotional and get you to chase them around. If you ignore them, then they lose.
Facts.
Well, I personally feel like...
I told you exactly that.
If you're my man, you should be able to shut things like that down.
Mr. Brown, hey. We will not be doing that here today. Mr. Brown, did you put this woman in check?
Yes, I've been told that I had a girlfriend. She was with me the day that I seen her. She came over there to say something to me, and I told her that I was with her. Everybody knows I'm with her. I post her all the time. Everybody, my family, my brothers, my sisters, everybody knows.
But when you saw that she was trolling her, did you say, hey,
yes, I told both of them. I told her to stop trolling, and I told the other girl to stop messing with each other. Like, they need to stop, period.
He has no control, like, at all.
Well, you know, Ms. Cochran, let me tell you something. If he checked her, there's nothing he can do after checking her. Now, you could stop, and then it wouldn't continue. But once he's checked her, he's done his job. He can't control what she does, and apparently can't control what you do, because you continue to do it as well. So you can't tag him for that ongoing dispute when you're in the dispute, and he's done everything in his power to get it to stop.
Thank you.
You understand what I'm telling you?
Thank you.
Somewhat. I mean,
Nobody can just say yes. She sees as reasonable as all get out. She just can't say yes. There's no arguing with that logic. Tell me something else that's gonna make me be mad at Mr. Brown.
Oh, well, Your Honor, Torian feels like it's okay to still, like, have a relationship with, you know, people that he's had sex with in the past.
Give me an example.
There's this one particular female that has been around our entire relationship. When I tell you our entire relationship, this woman has been there since day one, okay? I've asked him to block this girl, you know, just simply because for some reason I don't understand like the obsession that you have with her.
Well, give me some examples.
I do not understand the obsession, to be completely honest with you.
Ms. Cochran, give me some examples of what she's doing that intercedes in your life.
They go back and forth on social media, you know, day and night, you know.
Day and night? What?
Day and night. It is day and night.
What kind of things do they say?
You know, he wants to hang out with her. You know, he wants to see her. He wants to know how she's doing. That relationship with him and this one particular female, it makes me feel so uncomfortable. Okay?
I got you.
I'm extremely uncomfortable. I asked him to block this female.
I did.
He blocked her. You did. You blocked her.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like a few days. And then what? I go onto the phone, Your Honor. And he's messaging her again. He's liking her pictures. He's on, you know, her social media.
Mr. Brown,
Never. I just
what do you
talked to
say
you the
about
other
this?
day messaging her, trying to see how she was doing, right? Come on now. After 2 years,
let me ask you, Ms. Cochran.
Yes.
I'm gonna block you in a minute.
And I did that.
I appreciate that.
And so I blocked her again. We're still together. I blocked her again.
Betty. Have a seat. Well, thank you, Mr. Brown. Now I'm gonna ask Ms. Cochran, you think you have enough sense to get up here and conduct yourself like a grown woman? Do you believe so? If not, Nick will take you right out. Mr. Brown, do you know the woman about whom she speaks?
Yes, I do.
Tell me what your relationship is with her and what you two do.
I did have sex with this woman before. When I introduced her to, I tried to introduce them to each other because she asked about my past. So when I told her about my past, she was one of the people that was from my past, and that was like recently. So I was like, okay, this is the person, this is who she is. And she was like, okay, I want to meet her, I want to talk to her. I said, okay. So that's what I did. I introduced them to each other.
What kind of crazy
Hey, that's what she wanted. That's what she wanted. So I gave her what she wanted because I care about her, and I give her what she wants. And she asked what she wants, so I'm gonna give it to her. So
yeah, so like you blocking her, right? And then you unblocking her the next day, right?
Ms. Cochran,
come on now. Stop.
So
next thing is the seat. After that, it's the door.
So they talk to each other, they go back and forth, and then I guess she just wasn't comfortable with it. She told me to block her. I blocked her. Okay, I did that. Okay, so we going on with our relationship, things happen. I unblocked her because I just wanted to be petty, and I did that.
I appreciate that.
And so I blocked her again. We're still together. I blocked her again.
Betty. Have a seat. Have a seat.
See, Judge, that's why I can't talk to her at home, because every time I try to talk, I get cut off.
She seems to be concerned about these other women. I don't see really a problem there because you come to her with the past and you cannot erase it. Why don't you tell me what you think is the main problem in your relationship?
I don't like going to bed angry. So, like, I would, like, try to talk to her, I try to hold her or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And try to make it good, make it nice.
Yeah, so that we can have the rest of our day and stuff like that. And, no, get off of me. Don't touch me and stuff like that. Like, things of that nature constantly hurt me. I want to be with her and I love her a lot, but it's just like...
You need more than that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mr. Brown. Now I'm going to ask Ms. Cochran, you think you have enough sense to get up here and conduct yourself like a grown woman? Do you believe so? If not, Nick will take you right out. Can you do it?
I can conduct myself as a grown woman, yes.
Please, rejoin us.
Thank you.
he says that you reject his shows of affection. What do you say?
I am not the most affectionate person in the world. But after just dealing with just so much sometimes,
Well, tell me what you deal with. You've complained about his money situation. Why don't you tell me what's going on with that?
When we're struggling already, as a young couple, I believe in, taking care of yourself, going shopping, doing things like that. But when you just go out on the limb and you're like, I'm about to buy, 50 pairs of, $50 underwear, and I'm about to buy, $100, worth of jeans. I'm gonna go buy all these shoes, and
Mr. Brown,
you're not worried about the household. You're not worried about me. You're not worried about taking care of bills. Like, you come first.
Are you irresponsible? I mean, you're young and spending your money on dumb stuff while you're struggling at home, or maybe you're not struggling at home. You do have disposable income.
Like, I'm a procrastinator. I'm not gonna lie about that.
In what respect?
Like paying bills or something like that. Like if the bills due like tomorrow, I'll wait till like 11:59.
He'll wait till next week.
He'll wait till when?
Next week. If the bill is due tomorrow, he's gonna wait until next week.
Do you pay a lot of late fees?
Yeah.
Stupid tax.
Yes.
That's a tax on stupidity. You're going to give them more money than they're entitled to. They don't really need it.
No, they don't.
You know what I mean? It's just like, man, there's some stupid people out there who won't pay on time. So let's charge them an extra $50, and you're falling into that trap when you don't have to. I understand it if you don't have it, but if you got it and just not paying it, stupid tax.
I mean, I take care of it. But sometimes I have money and I'll like pay one bill, and then she's like, okay, I want to do this, or I want to get this or something like that. I'm like, oh, we don't have no money for this now.
I have got the magic solution to that problem.
So she's like, yeah, you don't do.
Do you say things like that to him? Whenever he drops the ball or is not quick enough, do you say things like that to him?
I do. I do.
And then she's like, okay, I want to do this, or I want to get this or something like that. I'm like...
She asks. You turn around, you look at her, and you say, no.
I don't think no is in her vocabulary.
You say she's verbally abusive, Mr. Brown. Tell me why you say that.
When I lost my job, I was working delivering beer. Next day, right after I filled the paperwork out to get hired at full-time, I got let go. Been trying to find a job, same kind of job, to help us pay the bills and stuff like that. I couldn't find one. I couldn't get the right job. So she's like, yeah, you don't do around here. Don't never done you can't you ain't
okay, well, let's stop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I get the flavor.
Oh, I'm sorry. But
do you say things like that to him? Whenever he drops the ball or is not quick enough, do you say things like that to him?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
It's not right. If I'm not that hard, force behind us, we're not going to get anywhere, okay? Like, we're just gonna be stuck. So sometimes I feel like I have to be hard.
You're right. You're right.
I have to be hard.
And I like that about
because
you.
If
I really like that about you.
We're not going to be successful.
I got you. Now, Ms. Cochran, you say you want $400 for a cell phone bill. Tell me why you think, Mr. Brown, I should award you that amount of money.
Well, Your Honor, Torian, he called me one day from work and he said, hey, let's go get some new phones. We need a new phone. I was kind of leery at first about it because he wasn't getting paid until like the end of the week. To be completely honest with you, I like to hang on to my money. And I'm very tight when it comes to money.
About that. I'm tight too.
Yeah, I'm very tight when it comes to money.
That's why I'm broke and she's not.
She likes to spend your money and keep hers.
Yeah, there you go.
Now the picture is becoming clear. Go ahead, Ms. Cochran.
So we go to the company, we got the phones, we get this phone bill, and it's like $400. So I took care of that $400, cell phone bill by myself.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
After already buying, the phones and everything. And I mean, not only that, it's like, dude, I'm sitting here, I'm paying for this phone bill, but I'm paying for a phone bill for you to talk to other females, for you to be on social media, you know, for you to, like, just dog me and just be a player. Like, come on now, what am I doing? I'm not your sugar mama.
I'm with you.
I'm not your sugar mama.
And Ms. Cochran, Mr. Brown, let me say the following. I know a player when I see one, and he ain't one. No. Practice it at home in the mirror.
So, Your Honor,
no. No, it's not time for you to talk. It's time for me to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
No. But he's a good dude. They're going to be trolling women, trifling women, all out there. They're random free radical women that are going to try to attach themselves to any dude that's out there, whether they got a woman or not. He cannot control that. He can check it, and he has checked it, but you can't hold him accountable for what other irrational women do. You just can't. You're gonna fool around and let him go, and he'll end up with one of them ratchet, ridiculous, free radical women. Now, you don't want that. He's a good dude. He loves you. You know, he lets you keep your money and spend his. Oh, my goodness. If you can't see a good thing when one's in front of you, you're destined for an unpleasant situation. This cat is a good dude. Don't be worrying about all that. Don't be trolling people online. That is so ridiculous. They're sucking up your mood, your time. They're raising your blood pressure. And for what?
Thank you.
And for what? She wins every time you spend a minute of your day fooling with her. She wins. She's sticking her nasty little fingers in between you and the man you love. Don't let that happen. If you can't control your social media life any better than that, get off. There's a whole lot of things you could do other than call people names over the net. Whole lot of much better things to do. You better pull that mouth in, too. You know, I know he's a little bit, he's languid. He's just like, hey. Yeah, I'm gonna get there, baby. I'm coming. I get that. And it gets on your nerves, which drive me absolutely crazy. I can't stand that kind of thing. But I have found that when you just harp on a dude, when you rag on him, when you call him names, it slows him down more. It doesn't help him. It's not encouraging. Baby, I need you to get this done. Now, this is the one right now moment I need for today. Just this one. You can be slow later on, but right now, let's get this done. Be fun, be funny, be encouraging, be smart. Think around him. Don't just, you know, don't mess it up. I see a lot of dudes in here ain't worth nothing. You got somebody. Be woman enough to keep him. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Judge Lynn likes you, man. She had your back.
Yeah.
But you got to practice, right? No.
Yeah, that no word. Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, you can't be broke, and she's got all the money, man. We got to work on that.
Yeah, I do, but...
Tell me how you feel now, and, you know, what do you think of Judge Lynn's advice?
What can I say? Her advice was very beneficial. I'm definitely going to listen to it, listen to him some more, you know, maybe better communication.